listening to Mare on Air with your host, whoever it is this week.
Hello, welcome again. If you were there for the pilot, then guess what? There is more mares on the air. Mares on the air, mare on the air, mares on the air, air for mare for air on the mare on the air. Or whichever you want to say. There's been a lot of things that happens while we were away. Give it a couple of weeks. And one of the big things was this little con called Neighcon. But we're going to get around to that later on in the podcast. Hello, I am your host, do I say, Anon? Or, I don't know, I could call myself Anon. A little callback to the ML podcast. And then up we got, from the top, you want to introduce yourself?
I'll follow your lead. I'm Opsanon. I did Ops for Neighcon, and it was a really great time.
All right, and then beneath. Oh, go on.
Hi, I'm Marshmallow.
We could call you Marshmallow and on.
Yeah, I forgot that part, but I like Rarity.
Of course. And then we got.
Hi, I'm Nitty.
All right, Midian on, and I'm hosting
Nitty and
on.
on.
Sure, we'll
Jitty,
call
Mitty,
you
and on.
Midian on. So there's been a few things, a few stirrings going on over across the ocean in the land of the East, or not quite the rising sun, not quite the Middle East, but in China. Over in China, there seems to be. So, do you remember back in the day, there were those like K cars or like itty bitty cars that was themed after each character, where you could get like a white one, a yellow one, and they're like itty bitty ones, little cars. So it turns out China stepped up the game. Wait, was it mainstream?
Hey is a Japanese thing, isn't it?
Was it Japanese or was it Korean? Or we just call it like
I'm
a
pretty
K
sure,
car?
like y'all are talking about the fur-covered Twilight Sparkle car, right?
I was going to get to that. China has made a Twilight concept car, but what makes this different from the other K cars in the past is that, bro, look at this. Look at this. I don't know if, our AV or engineer person can grab a picture. Do I go into, in chat? I'm just
Neighcon, get on that shit.
Yeah, Neighcon, I'm posting a picture right over here. This is like the first view, and then there's like this news article that's in there. Oh, maybe over here. Probably. I don't know. I'm posting it everywhere around in the server. But look at that. It is fully covered in fur, featuring wings, a horn, and the roof is in the style of her hair. Now, would you drive the Twilight car? Would you the Twilight car?
No, because I don't like Twilight.
I would hope that it flies because it has wings.
Yeah, right?
I would actually take the wings off because not only are they heresy, they would seriously impact safety.
I don't think, I think
true.
from the angle, they're in the way of the side mirrors.
What's the practicality of like heat dissipation and all that shit? Like, what if that gets overheated? What's gonna happen with all that like faux fur that's on that?
It's Chinese, so I would hope it's not an electric vehicle.
What I'm thinking is that when you get the car washed, it's like, do you get the carpet cleaner or do you regular car wash? But then it's gonna get matted. Oh shit! What if it rains? It's gonna get all matted and gross.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
They probably haul it everywhere. They don't ever they don't actually drive it. They probably haul it.
Oh, what? You always like tow the car everywhere, but not actually drive it?
Yeah.
What's the point of having it? It'd be like having a Cybertruck.
If they do drive it, it'll probably be inside or very short distances.
Did they actually show the thing driving anywhere, or was it just a stationary set piece?
Oh wait, hold on. There's somebody calling me right now. Next topic. While going over that, does anybody know about the anthology?
I do. I've submitted some clips to it. I'm
All right, go
hoping
on,
some
because I
people
think I killed
submit
a rat
more.
outside my door. Hold on.
Okay.
I do plan on making a something for anthology, but I need help with it. I'm actually gonna
There's
get
gonna be a
probably
real
gonna ask
effort
a friend.
post.
So
The only time I ever watch
Something.
Anthology is like Annie streams.
Yeah, that's a good
when
place
is
to see it.
when does the submissions stop? Do we know?
I think it's somewhere in July. I could actually open up the thread and double check that. Yeah, just go on Anthology. If I was the host, I'd screen share, but obviously,
Well, you could still screen share, or at least share a pic.
Nobody could see it.
deadline July 4th.
Damn.
Yeah, just share the picture and the chat connected to the voice channel, you know?
I mean, I can do a screen cap of the deadline, and there's the deadline, and as for the actual image that they use, the Resident Evil 6 themed thread OP.
Oh yeah, the RE6 logo with the giraffe getting a blowjob.
Yeah, that certainly
Interesting.
can be interpreted that way if you have a particular psyche.
That's what we all see. That's what it is. That was the meme back then, and it still applies now.
But I would just see the RE6 logo and be like, wow, what a shit game.
Well, it's only Leon's campaign that was the real campaign of that game.
Yeah, but still kind of a mid for a Leon campaign compared to the rest, you know?
Yeah, but mercenaries. You know what? Why are we talking about Resident Evil 6? This is the ML podcast. I made the Mares on Air podcast. I let that Freudian slip. So deadline July 4th, July 4th, July 4th, July 4th. Okay.
Well, I had a pretty
turns-
busy month for ponies.
So you're saying I have 2 months to get something submitted?
Yeah, just short of it.
All right. Well, while they're still trying to catch the rat that is running around this house. So, did you know that our Holy Mother, the Lauren Faust,
Mhm.
made an announcement about G6? Did you hear?
That it's made by AI? Yes, I did see that.
Oh my god. But wait, breaking news. It turns out her account got hacked. That was not true. It was a
Once
gaslight.
again,
Once again, yeah. Yeah. Where people are
She
getting
really
hacked.
needs to put like 2FA.
Yeah, do the two factor.
Save yourself the headache.
Save yourself all the headache. I think once the two factor actually played in, and it was like over my work stuff, to where like I got a notification on my phone, and it's like, did you log in at this location? I'm like, I'm not at my computer right now. I'm not gonna press this button. I'm not saying okay, that was me. That was not me. I wonder how that happened. But yes, two factor authentication. Don't make the same mistake that Lauren did.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
be a
better than
boomer.
just SMS verification now. We got we got timed passwords, we got passkeys. There's a lot of security options. So
No,
just
but the time passwords, I don't like that. Those are annoying.
oh, they're nice. You just copy them from your password manager into whatever site you're logging into, and bingo bango, you're in. No need to mess
The
around with an
password
email.
manager that Google makes up for you, that if anybody gets into your Google, they'll get those passwords, so it's not even...
You do
it doesn't even
realize you
matter
can use
anyway.
those timed passwords without using a Google password manager. It's a very standardized thing. So yeah, just look into your options, stay safe, and any more words about Mom?
Well, this episode is brought to you by NordVPN or any other NordVPN website to protect yourself from hackers whenever you're tunneling or buying all the Mare merch that you'll be buying from this next related topic. So, turns out When you got your Pony VPN and you paid the $50, so that they don't sell your information or anything like that. Turns out there is another card game. Now, I remember back in the day when the show was first coming out, there was the TCG, to where it was like each cards had their colors, and it was each of the main 6 colors. And you had to like get action tokens and solve problems, and when you solve problems, you earn points. Turns out this one, it's not quite like that. I only saw like a video of the gameplay of it for like a long time ago. Hold on, wait, no, it's in the top of this. Here. Yeah, I was like watching. It's kind of like taking some pointers from like maybe Lorcana or One Piece of like how they do like their mana system, to where each card has like their own costs, and then you play said cards. And oh yeah, here it is, the How to Play TCG. Yeah, it's from Japan. It's like Kaio.
You mean Caillou?
Is it Caillou? Is that how you say it?
I like to say Caillou because the show Caillou.
Yeah, no,
fuck.
each day grows some more.
Yeah, there's like a main phase. You play cards. There's a contact phase. You can't say battle phase because that means fighting. No, these are mares. We don't fight mares. You don't punch the snoof.
You have little skirmishes, cute little skirmishes.
Just cute little skirmishes. They only come into contact. You make contact with mare. Let me try to repost this so that maybe our AV guy can maybe play it for the audience over here. It's the little How to Play. So it's been making the rounds in Japan, and then now it's going to like import over here, but I don't know. There was the original TCG. I mean, it went far. There was like quite a lot of sets actually. And then there's the regular collectible one, to where it's like just the character cards. And then as of late, there's the Chinese collectible card game that's like the same thing, but you get like all these fancy foils and other cards and designs and secret rares and
See, that
like,
kind of
character
weirds me
cards.
out because when I hear Chinese collectible card game, my immediate first thought is bootlegs. But I guess they have their own system.
You would think, but these are like actual cards. I've seen people bring in boxes and like booster packs to cons, and they would like crack them open and be like, "Hey, look, I got a Pinkie Pie," and then they're trying to like look for a
I actually
mod.
saw people doing that at Neighcon, but let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. No. We're getting to the meats right now. We're eating the potatoes, but more related to card games. Turns out also Magic the Gathering of the shit. Oh, damn. Well, the Magics of Gatherings, they finally did it. So they've done like the Friendship the Gathering, and they did like other secret layers, but they were like silver bordered cards of the characters. They're like little joke sets, and then they started making, the Unfinities and other Universes Beyond crossover cards and shit. I'm sure there's people that already play Magic the Gathering are already familiar about the crossover shit going on. Well, turns out now they finally made the official playable, like reskinned pony cards. So I'm gonna take this over here, paste it in this channel. Right over here is just like the top half are the Friendship is Magic, like reskinned cards, to where you got like Generous Gift, Arcane Signet, and the 1 millionth Soul Ring that you can get. And then there's the Lands of Equestria, to where you could get basic lands in the style of MLP in different various MLP locations. Now, I play Magic the Gathering myself, and I gotta say the card selection here is mid as fuck. This is actual dog shit. Does anybody else play Magic here?
No.
Damn. I guess I'm the only nerd here. But what do you think of the arts? What do you think of the arts? Does it
The
look
art,
cool? Would you play
it's a
it?
tall image in a very wide frame, so it's kind of hard to make it out here. But
Well, you gotta click
let's
on and zoom in.
see if I can find my way back to the place where we have all these
It's
things.
on, like, I put it in Mare on Air
There.
under the
Yeah, there we go.
projects.
So
Yeah,
art. It's some of
I
these
think it's
go
good.
hard. I think that reconnaissance mission card with the Discord is a bit.
It looks
too-
hideous. It looks so bad. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Probably the worst
It
one.
looks. I don't remember the name, but there's an artist who draws ponies in this super realistic, grotesque style, and when he does it, it's pretty neat. When this does it, and it's on actual cards that people are expected to buy for money
Or play.
Yeah, not great. And yeah, Defense of the Heart with a main 6. They just don't look good.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to let you in on a secret. For those that do play Magic, the Defense of the Heart is the real card here. Radiate, okay, but for 5, it's... Generous Gift is one of those staples. If you're, like, playing white, it's like a white removal card, but then you got, like, Stroke of Midnight that I say is kind of better in my opinion. And then, however, the Arcane Signet, I like the art on the Arcane Signet with Luna, and she has like a little snowflake earring. However, and then the alternative, Soul Ring, I just hate it so much. A fucking rainbow horseshoe with Princess Celestia, that's a fail. Like, fuck this art. I hate it so much. And then what if I told you this whole package is $50? For $50?
Nose looks kind of fat. Also, $50 for that is like
Yeah.
highway robbery.
Really, if anything, the lands is the better art, in my opinion. It's like more of, you know, the style and whimsy of the show. But you're also paying $50 for one of each land as well.
Wait, that's for one?
Yeah. Yeah, you're only getting one plains, one island, one swamp, one mountain, and one forest. I don't know if they're like foil or not, or you get them in foil. But Magic cards, as of late, curl like Pringles chips when you get them as foils. So you actually want them at the lower rarity, being a normal card. That way they don't curl on you. And yeah, these are like, what, 40 or $50? They're outrageous.
You said
the average going
you want
rate.
them at the lower what?
What the what?
You said you want them at the lower what?
You would want them at the lower rarity.
Rarity?
Oh,
rarity.
I perfectly understand why you'd want less rarity, but yeah, this is pretty silly. You make your more premium product worse in every possible way, except it's statistically less likely to be pulled. That doesn't sound like rarity. That sounds like
you're buying
a rare
these
defect.
direct from the store, direct from Hasbro themselves. So they're not actually really that rare because you can just directly buy them from the store, from the website. And that's if they don't sell out on it.
We love giving our money to Hasbro after all of the stuff they pulled.
Oh my god. I love spending... You know what? I love not spending my money at Hasbro. But, you see, I have better uses for my money. You see, there's this thing called opportunity costs. Why spend the money like $50 or $60 on, you know, another Arcane Signet, another Soul Ring, or 5 lands, if that can get you, say, a badge, an attendee badge at a convention? Now, I like conventions. How about you guys?
Dude, I love conventions.
Sure. Yes.
Have you been to a convention before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, recently?
Wow, are you a psychic?
Maybe last...
Wait, Reiki, have you been to Mare Fair? You haven't been to any of the conventions, have you?
He hasn't. He's only been to BronyCon 2019. And
Bro,
plus,
I was at BronyCon 19.
I'm not on this cast. Don't try to bring me.
Don't call out our engineer that.
Sorry.
Like he's behind the levers and pulleys.
Jesus.
I know, shitty MIDI Anon. Can't believe it.
Non-Mare. Sorry.
Okay, so while our Anon-Mare is back in his cave, now, or rather her cave, alright. So there was this one little con and it's called Neighcon. If you remember back in the first episode, we were talking about Neighcon. Now it happened. We did it, guys. We did it, Reddit. Amazing.
Yahoo!
Did you go to Neighcon? Did you love Neighcon? How was Neighcon? What was your way? What was it like coming in, getting out, going up and down the elevators if they worked?
Yeah,
They
Who
did not. They
who
absolutely.
wants to give a little rundown of their little experience?
yeah, I will. Don't go
Alright, you.
walking around Baltimore at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, because you'll see some crazy shit, like a bunch of hoodlums driving around on dirt bikes in the middle of the city streets. Homeless men screaming for 10 minutes while walking down the streets. Homeless men trying to ask you for money at a stop sign or stoplight. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Why
Don't go
would you go out
flashbacks
of
of
the venue is
Atlanta.
my question. Because the venue has a restaurant, which is actually pretty good, and the con's there. So
Are you
unless you
talking about
were,
the bistro?
yeah, the bistro was good.
How much was the bistro?
Or,
Like
or
per
the
I went
bar.
to the
person?
tavern. There was the tavern bar there. I
Yeah,
ate
the
one
tavern
meal
was
there.
good. The bistro was all right.
But yeah,
Probably,
what's the price per person there?
let's see. I mean, for me, I had a crab soup and beer come out to like
Oh, the
24
crab
bucks.
soup.
Crab soup. No, that's the crab bisque. That was the crab bisque at the charity dinner.
I wasn't at the charity dinner. We're
You
talking
weren't at
about
the
the tavern.
charity dinner? Oh.
They had
Okay.
at the bar. They had a crab soup and it was delicious. Holy crap!
It was.
I
Isn't
could have
Baltimore
was.
like
had
known
3
for
of those
crab?
bowls. Yes,
Baltimore
Yeah.
is known for seafood, yes. Very,
crab
very much
cake
so.
Old
specifically.
Bay.
Yeah. In all honesty, I tried some. I tried a good bit of seafood at the fancy dinner the last day of the con. Nothing topped that crab. Nothing topped those crab cakes, especially. They were
No.
just so good. What about you guys? What did you eat?
Oh man, what did I or didn't eat? If anything, I drank more than I ate.
I
I
didn't
think that
go.
goes for everyone who went to the con.
Marshmallow and on did it go. Alright, well, I got the
Set
con
up
book
on.
in front of me so I could like tell you all about my escapades like through the schedule.
Go for it.
Oh bro, is this gonna be like hosting on Storytime, the podcast?
I'm pretty sure I bought like when we get there I'll say it. Never mind.
Okay, let's start day zero. Let's at least do day zero. There were people that did day -1. Alright,
Yeah,
that's
Yep.
that
Mostly
was a little
staff,
much.
but there were some regular attendees who really just showed up that early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess they
showing up in
really-
Baltimore, of all places, early.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I want to stay in Baltimore for 5 days.
Yeah, I'd like to stay in Atlanta for 5 days. I think I'll sleep with the homeless people camping near the Waffle House.
No, well, you know what it is. I bet that was the cheapest flight they could get. Instead of flying in on like a Thursday, they're like flying in the middle of the week, and the flight just came out cheaper that way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
makes
flights were
sense.
kind of weird.
But it's
I
like they're
recently-
also spending an extra night at the hotel, so the amount of money they're saving, they're spending that money that they would have spent for an extra hotel night and food and probably rental car and Ubers and shit.
True, but you do get an extra day to pony in public.
Pony in public. It's day -1. The ponies aren't here yet.
And it's Baltimore.
That's the
You
thing.
gonna get
do
shot.
get Pony in the
My
venue,
pony is
I should
always naked to me.
clarify. Because the venue would still have people hanging around and just hitting the old chat, even on day -1. Like I said,
All right.
staff were there. Or most of the
Midi,
staff.
Midi Anon, did you do things day 0? How was day 0?
Yes. I'm pretty sure I got shit faced in the penthouse. I kind of just on day 0. That's when I arrived, actually. But yeah, I mean, I arrived, took a nap, and then fucking drank in the penthouse and partied with the other people, but nothing too spectacular.
Well, for day 0, I took a really late flight and I came in super late. Literally, when I first walked right into the door, I saw. Is it okay to like name drop people? Would people care? Do people care?
I mean,
I
I don't think
really
it
don't
matters.
think so.
All right, so shout outs to it was Titanic, Britanon, MIDI, Aperture. Y'all were all like walking down like out of the lobby to like get a smoke.
oh
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
just arrived and they're like, "Yo, what up?" And I'm like, "Hey, what up, guys? I just got in." I was like, "Oh, we're gonna go out to have a smoke. Do you want to come?" And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I'm down to have a smoke." And I was just messaging like Cabrat or Weege that like I'm here. You want to like pick me up or meet me at the lobby?
You want to see, mate?
Yeah, as well. Oh, you want to go out and smack a fog, mate? That's what they say. That's what they call it in Britain. I'm not saying fag as a derogatory room. That is literally what it's called. They call their cigarettes fags. So we went out and smoked a fag out to the smoking area, and it turns out they were trying to smoke in the balcony outside on floor 19, but it's a not smoking area, so they had to like kick him out. So they found like the one place where it's like the alley. It's like the most shadiest like place, and it's like on the side of the hotel to where like the employees come in and out to like take out the trash and shit. But there were benches.
Very adventurous. I'm pretty sure Titanic spent like half the con down there smoking. It certainly felt like it.
No, I'd say
that
a
alley.
quarter of the mileage, maybe.
That alley was actually one of the first destinations I headed to. As worrying as it was to go outside in Baltimore before I even got the chance to drop off my luggage, I got the word that the AV team needed some help bringing stuff in, and I figured, well, I don't have anything better to do while my roommates are busy partying at the zoo. Why
Oh,
don't
that's
you
right. The
help them
zoo
out?
was day 0, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
So basically, I just engaged in some manual labor before my scheduled time because really, on day 0, you are looking for stuff to do, and staffing means there will be no shortage of stuff to do.
Oh yeah, especially Reg.
yeah.
If you're like working Reg, then you're like working to like get everything set up, and that's like a majority of like Congoers get their badge. They want to get it early. That way, they don't have to be in line for day 1, and they can immediately hit the ground running going to the con. Oh, and by the way, so one of Neicon's edges or things to set them apart from the other pony cons is that not only is it an 18 plus con, but there were side events that happened outside of the con. So one of the things that you could do, it was like a ticketed event. You had to like pay for your admission, and they had like charters or Ubers or I don't know what they got, but for sure they had like charter vans for the pirate ship. But for day 0, if you showed up on time or got back from your flights, if you're able to make it, then yeah, there was like a group trip to the zoo, and I saw some pictures that were posted. I bet it was kind of comfy.
Yeah.
However, it's like you had to like get your time in, and then it's like, all right, guys, time to come back and come to the vans because once we leave, I don't know if you're left behind, or I don't know how logistically that would work out. Did everybody just say, "Hey, guys, we're leaving"? Like go to the vans?
I mean, as
that-
cute as animals are, I do feel like going to a zoo in Baltimore is a little redundant.
That's actually the joke I was gonna make. Stop reading my mind.
Oh my god, I got the joke. Ha 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 ha. Anyway,
If I wanted to go to a zoo, why would I go to Zoo Atlanta when there's Atlanta?
well, man. Anyway, so that was day 0. You get crunk, you get your junk, you go settle into the hotel room, have a few nightcaps. meet some of your friends as they're coming into the con while everyone's setting up in the merch hall, setting up reg, go help out with the AV, have a smoke, have a drink, maybe go get some crab bisque or some lobster if you don't get mugged out in the streets. But you go take a rest, you fall asleep, and now you wake up and it's day one. Now, day one. How was you guys trying to figure out the layout of the map? Because I could not make heads or tails of the fucking map at
It was a
first.
mess. People were asking me for directions to every which place, and I said, well, damn, I don't know. I guess we'll ask the front desk, or I guess we'll ask another staff member. I was not a very good ops member, but eventually I got it through my head.
I was
And,
really trying to figure out all the rooms or relative to where I am. I had to like use the ballroom as a reference point, but not really. Like there's the lobby and then there's the mezzanine. I had to like think of okay, the mezzanine, M for mayor, the mayor floor. Okay, what is the mayor floor? And I have the con book in my hands because so that I could have like a reference or whatever. And yeah, I'm literally holding the con book upside down. So where I'm using the elevators as a reference point, and it's like, geez, I am really struggling here. I am trying to figure this shit out. And it's like, okay, if the elevator's here, then yes, I know. I saw you typing. It did come through the audio. I know. But yeah, it's like, okay, the logic here. I'm looking at. God damn it! It's somebody else. Who's tripping? Oh,
set yourself to streamer mode.
how do I do that?
Love of. Just do not disturb it.
Oh, do not disturb. Okay, let me turn on this, and then let me go to my status. But yeah, the map. Let me go into. Wait, how do I edit? What do I edit my profile? No, where do I set my status?
Like the
Oh, you.
map.
Click on your profile, then there's a place you can select it.
Oh,
In the bottom
yeah.
left corner. We are doing Discord tech support right now. The
There it is.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
yeah,
coming to
yeah.
the
That's
tech
resume.
support on Discord
There we go. He got
segment
it.
of the podcast.
So anyway, yeah, it was definitely a struggle to get around. And as far as most important parts of the venue were thankfully fairly obvious. You had the vendor hall, you had the restaurant, and you had the elevators to get you
Oh,
So
from
the
speaking of vendor hall.
elevators.
Okay, so the adult vendor hall, so it says it here. The adult vendor hall is supposed to be in like the Maryland room. But if you look on the map in your con book, it says ballroom balcony. It is not all the way on top on the ballroom balcony. It is just labeled wrong. The adult vendor hall is down the stairs on the side of the lobby towards the bakery, and then you go down another flight of stairs. And then a little funny tidbit is that so the After Dark vendor hall, the room to it, the doors, they have windows. Like it's transparent. So they had to like cover it up with papers. And then I remember I think it was like either day 1 or day 0 to where they keep locking the door so that nobody can open up or like see what's going on. There would be people that would keep opening up the doors. And then kids would try to like peep in there.
Yeah, that was a problem. See, the AD vendor hall connects to the kitchen, which already is kind of skeevy when you think about it. But
Oh yeah, there's always
basically,
traffic.
hotel staff would use that vendor hall as a shortcut between the kitchen and the rest of the place, and they wouldn't bother
Oh
locking the doors
God.
after they left. So
So they've been
yeah.
shortcutting and seeing the freaking horse pussy. Oh, bro.
Look,
bro.
as kitchen staff, it's better just to take the shorter way around. It just saves you a lot of time.
Well,
It's understandable, but they, consider it.
very considerate. Well, as soon as you figured out where the Baltimore Theater is, which is pretty much kind of the main panel room or where the panels are taking place, that place was an ice box. It was freezing in there.
Yeah,
I
it
I
was really cold.
repeatedly asked if there was any way we could turn up the heat there because I think what it was is that the place was calibrated for a fully packed theater, but most panels didn't have that much attendance, so the AC was blasting for an audience of maybe a dozen. It's
The
certainly
ghosts.
overkill.
Once what
Yeah, or
in the
ghosts.
Snatcher Pass panel, I think we closed the doors like quarter of the way through, and there's so many people in there already that our natural body heat just warmed up the place. I all I had was a t-shirt on in there, and I was freezing my ass off at first, but then it started getting warmer. So
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
thing I brought my jackets.
Maybe it was
So
all
day
those
one,
mirrors and heat.
yeah, right. We need those mirrors to heat up. So you get your badge, and you try to get your correct perks. Like, okay, so I got the Mare. What was it? Mare Enjoyer? Not Mare Enjoyer. The Marvelous Mare, the Magnificent Mare tier, where I get the scarf, I get the shirt, a pin, some fancy stuff. They gave me the staff shirt, not the actual perk shirt. But I was technically staff. I was staff. So I
Were you?
yeah, well, I was reg lead when we were first starting out. I was the guy that designed and came
Ah,
up with the name Magnificent Mare.
I see. So
But then
they
I
gave it
had
to
to
you as a
leave
sort
due
of
to
gesture of respect.
yeah, I'm sorry. So anyway, opening ceremonies happens, and after opening ceremonies, the first thing you would do actually is there was the aquarium trip. Did
Yeah, that
anybody
was
go
kind
to
of
the aquarium?
interesting because the idea of having that right at the start, uh, having a bunch of people just go away and do their own thing, not go in the vendor hall, not go in any of the panels,
Yeah, like
that
not
kind of
do any of
struck
the
me as
first
odd.
panels or get acclimated. It's like the first thing you do at the con is do something away from the con,
You can't let those
which I kind of
ceremonies go
found a
away.
little silly. But like, I didn't do the aquarium because of that. Because I'm like, okay, well, the first thing I'm doing at the con is like, I want to be here. So like, why do I want to like get a car or an Uber or wait for like a van? And like too, I was like asking Ike, and I was like asking, so is like everybody going to meet up in the ballroom, or is everyone going to meet up like in the lobby? I asked him the same thing too for the pirate ship, which we're going to get to later. Now the pirate ship, I did go, but anybody went to the aquarium? Anyone? How was
yes,
that?
I did. I
All
did.
right, Midianon,
You
how was the
enjoy it.
aquarium? What'd you do?
It was good. I enjoyed it. I got to see all the shark mares and the frog mares and the bird mares.
Was
I
the
even got to see
gator
a
mare
sloth
there?
mare.
Were you high on meritism? Were you so high on meritism that you actually saw those non-mare animals as mares?
Yes. I also
Yeah.
was high
Very
on
good.
cocaine.
Well, you weren't
Yeah.
there. How would you know if there's no mare animals there? Midi was, and he's saying there were mares.
Well, if they're aware, I'd presume they would have been posted to the thread.
Well, who would be posting in the thread at a con? I mean, you're too busy having fun.
Yeah, and plus the hotel Wi-Fi was range banned within the first day, so
What? Really?
Yeah, I heard that too.
Bruh.
it's,
I bet it was that Cozy Glow
Wild.
guy. Shout outs. I saw you. I see you in the thread. There was like some Cozy Glow, or it was like, what, called Golly
Strawberry
Fag?
friend.
Strawberry
no,
Friends?
Yeah,
we
could
can
have
call
been
him Golly
strawberry
Fag
friend.
because that's how he self-identifies.
Oh, boy.
Like
But yeah, like, every time that I would like check in there, I would always see that icon, and like I could have sworn I've seen them at the con too before. Them carrying around the crochet Cozy Glow plushie or like the
That's real cute,
doll.
Plushy.
Yeah, and I'm like looking at the thread, and then I like see after the fact where it's like, well, if you want to beat me up, then why not meet me in person? I'm over here, bro. And I was like, could it be that guy? Was that him? Was that him? I don't know. I digress. The thread was whatever. You're not at the thread, you're at the con. The con is the thread IRL.
Did Blanket come?
Did Blanket come? I don't know. Who the fuck's that?
Blanket. Yeah,
What's
who
The,
the
you know, the world famous Blanket.
what?
You're talking about the iconic blanket?
Are you talking about the two black guys kissing meme blanket?
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
The joke is falling flat, Marshmallow and on.
Yeah.
Only
Oh, no, that's just
11 or the 7 people, there's probably the one person that will get that joke, or probably the next 200 people that'll view this episode.
yeah. This is just kind of shocking that Blanket wouldn't go to a convention in Baltimore where methamphetamines are plentiful out in the streets. You know,
Yeah, you could get coke.
that was a joke.
But
Maybe,
anyway,
like 2 or 3.
Okay, no
people,
joke.
and like, oh, I get the.
bro,
But anyways,
I hit up that vendor hall. I got that film festival. Holy shit, that film festival panel. Did anybody see that?
No, I really wish I would have been there though.
Yeah, so Cat, do I want to name drop him? Do I?
Listen. I
Look.
don't think name dropping matters because a whole lot of people watching these already know like usernames. So
Oh, who these people are? Okay, Cabrad.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
fine, it's
Catechus the Bradicus, Mr. Cabrad. He was like saying, "Oh, guys, there's only been 4 people that submitted their video for my film festival. I need to fill out time." I'm like, Cabrad, you don't bite the hand that feeds. Be grateful of what you even got. Period. I'm even surprised you even got one video for someone to participate in that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he filled out the time. He got like 4 short films or little meme videos. There was the one where I think it was what was it? It was like Bug and Party Cannon. They were reenacting the Chris Chan video, where like Chris Chan is like talking about this thing, and then his dad breaks in. And he's like,
oh
"Do
yeah,
you realize?
you
yeah.
realize.
I thought you were
Video
talking
Do
about
you
Armored
realize that you posting these videos, they're gonna come our
Oh,
house
man.
and confiscate you?" You know,
Man,
If
I
the-
really wish I would have seen that.
If the Greene County Health Department sees this,
Lauren
or whatever.
Foss is gonna take you off the board. It was like a non like.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Working on it. So there was that video, and then there was the flawless shaving her pits with a razor, an electric razor. That was quite something. That was yeah. That
Must
was
have
Is that
been
actually by Tamers?
No,
Didn't know
well,
I
it
was
was
gonna
Tamer's
walk into
ad.
a Goon Sesh panel.
No, it wasn't Goon Sesh tier. That was not Goon Sesh tier. And then there was the what was the third one was another animation to where Anon dies and he gets reincarnated or isekai to like another alternative Equestria. And then he dies again and goes to another alternative Equestria. It was funny. That one was
Basically
funny.
just that Doors animation, but more morbid.
Yeah, it was more morbid. He kept like snapping his neck towards the end, and he kept like reincarnating to like human Equestria or like where ponies are like politicized and woke. And then another Equestria to where they all have feet for hooves. Like they're just regular ponies, but they have feet. And then he had a kid with like a hybrid mutant pony baby with Rarity, and he got like a foot
Are
job.
you talking about
It was-
statters or just something actually grotesque?
No, it was funny. It was grotesque. And then the fourth one. Fuck, what was the fourth one? What was the fourth movie? Shit. What was it? I'm thinking really hard. Those were 3. What was the fourth one? Well, anywho, somebody will probably kill me, or it's like a huge feel bad for the one person that's listening to this episode. And they're like, "He forgot my movie." But one thing that really sealed the deal is that when we were voting on our favorite animation, straight up, one of their emails was literally doxed as one of the options to vote. That just straight up, their email was there, and then he was like, "Bro, what the fuck?" And he called up one of his friends. He was like, "Why did you submit my email, bro?" And then Cab Rider was like, that's what was given to me. That's what I was given. That's what I use."
Whose was it? Can you say the new username of
I
whose
am
email it
not
was?
going to
Can you
straight up
spell it out?
dox or embarrass the person of whose email it was for the voting for the film festival.
What was the email?
Don't you believe in open democracy?
Can you spell it out for me, please?
I forgot.
Yeah.
It's not on my phone. I don't know what it is. But during the same
Oh,
time, there was
you're
the
forgetting an
donut
awful lot
decorating,
of
which was
stuff.
also another event for charity that happened. But on the con book, and from what I've read on the website, it was ticketed. You had to buy admission to that. So it's buy admission to the zoo, buy admission to the aquarium, and buy admission for the donut thing where you got to decorate donuts. But it turns out it was free and open. You didn't have to pay into that.
They changed
They
last
changed
minute.
it. Yeah, so I would have had a sweet treat. I would have gone up there, and I was like, man, if I would have known, but it was during the same time as the film festival, it would have been cool. But oh well. I heard the frosting was good. The donuts were, I don't know if they were fresh or stale or something. I don't know. But I heard the frosting was
made it.
And then I'm looking at the schedule here. There's the plush cleaning panel that happens, the aquarium. I probably got lunch or started
Talk about
farting.
the room party that had the band from Equestria playthrough on.
Oh, that's later. That was Sunday night.
Later. Okay.
That's later. That's Sunday night.
We'll get to it.
We're getting there. Oh yeah, I think I went to the Brigadiers during that time, and then I probably
and then
got
the shitstorm that ensued after that on
Yeah, because I must have been getting. Oh, all right. So for Friday, for the things to do. We lost Midian on. It's over. So, shout outs to I'm going to name drop more. There was the Brigadiers. It's a bunch of the Brony Army and veterans, EMTs, emergency services, firefighters, Navy, all of those people. They got a penthouse room. So that's one party room. And then the staff for Neighcon. So typically in some conventions, the staff would have their own closed off gatekept room or gatekept room where it's only just for staff to where they have their own meals. The hospitality rooms.
Yeah, and there was
for
that.
Neighcon.
We did get our own meals, but the thing is, we actually opened up the penthouse for the parties so that anyone who passed the vibe check could get in.
Yeah, basically. So you had an official penthouse staff provided, con provided party room, which also doubled as hospitality for the staff and everything, but it was kind of open to the public. And there's Penthouse 4, which I'm name dropping again, Party Cannon had, to where he also said, hey, I'm also the dedicated party room for the con. So I was probably hitting those places up, going up and down and back and forth.
4 penthouses were taken up by ponies, and I think penthouse number 2 was actually rented by the wedding guys that took up a bunch of the already strained elevator system around, I'd say around day 2, day 3.
Oh my god. So about the elevators. Now, dear audience, dear studio audience, all 6 of you, well, maybe 4.
It says 3 here.
3? Okay, all 3 of you. The elevators, they worked a little bit until they didn't. Or they just took forever. And there's only 2 elevators that specifically were marked to just go to the penthouses, to where they had the buttons to go to the penthouse.
Was it 2?
However,
it was just 1.
Was it just the one elevator?
It was 1. So there was basically there was one general purpose, everyone can use it elevator, and there was one staff elevator that went up to the penthouses. And as far as the staff elevator, it was actually very useful. The staff elevators were pretty useful once the elevator gave, con staff the okay to use them, because the main elevators were not up to the task.
Yeah, it's like two of them went down, and then one got fixed, but one was just permanently down. So we only had like 5 of 6 or 4 of 5 working elevators, and those
And
elevators
it
are
even
always being used. You are not going to like see those. You're going to be waiting forever for those elevators to be getting
exactly.
to
So
you.
what a lot of people did, instead of waiting for the actual elevator that goes up to the penthouse, they'd go up to floor 19, which is where the sky bar was, and they just walk up however many floors they needed to get to their penthouse.
Yeah,
As
we
long
would
as the
walk
party was
up the
empty.
stairs to the penthouse. And then if you wanted to go down the elevator from the penthouse, you would also be waiting forever for that elevator. You would
Yeah,
be
so
standing around.
it was a lot
Yeah, what?
easier to just use the stairs.
No, literally. I did it twice. Walking down the stairs all the way from like the top penthouses all the way down to the lobby. And I gotta
Jesus,
say,
I never
gravity
did
really works for
that.
you.
I never
No, I
did
did
that.
that.
I only the most I did was walking up from the lobby to like floor 4, I think, and realizing that there's no actual official, general purpose staircase
No,
going
you're
up from
always
there.
you're
It's all
using the
just
fire exit staircase, the
yeah, you
emergency
need to use
staircase.
the fire exits because the hotel, despite having some pretty busted elevators, does not really want you to use the stairs.
And also the stairs, despite them being like fire exits, the alarms don't go off.
Yeah, yeah, all those
So you can always
alarm
just go
warnings
in
are
and
just
out.
bunk. Well,
Yeah.
if they were, if the alarms were actually live, the venue would be ringing nonstop,
No,
24/7.
nonstop. And then they would we would get in trouble, or they would just go ahead and disable the alarms. But anyway,
In
while
terms
getting
of
your cardio
emergency
in and getting,
services, we did get a bit of that. Someone vomited outside the elevators, and
oh, that's
separate
later. That's
someone
later. That's after the
vomited
pirate cruise. That's
inside
after
an
the pirate
Oh,
cruise.
elevator.
Getting to the pirate
We
cruise. I'm
had
getting
later.
to the pirate.
we had two separate elevator-related vomiting incidents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, basically, someone vomited in front, and someone vomited actually inside the elevator, and yeah, you can see why emergency services were called. The thing is, uh, that's I probably shouldn't be laughing about this, but because the elevators were so messed up, it actually took a while for paramedics to get up to the upper floors. So the cops came. The cops managed to get up there, but actual paramedics took a while.
Huh.
It was
Maybe they use the stairs.
maybe. I do suppose for all for all that American media tells us about American cops, I suppose some of them can keep up with cardio.
Oh, yo, bro. The pirate ship. The pirate ship. Now, that is one of the last outside con activities. And it
Yes, and
was
I'm sure it
ticketed.
resulted.
Yeah.
I'm sure it resulted in a bunch of vomiting incidents too, but they were mostly private, from what I hear.
Well, I guess so, because we got our drink on. So, he made the grog, and I saw him make it while I was like up there. But I was like doing something, and then I was like, "Oh wait, it's time to like everybody to gather up to get to the pirate ship." So he was trying to like give everyone wristbands and like checking people's names, but then he was like, "No, it's too long," because like, so he thought he wanted everyone to show up at, what was it, the embark? Yeah, 5:30. So everyone leaves at 6. And then the travel time for you to get there, and then the actual pirate ship for you to leave on the schedule I see on 7. But what happened is that the charter vans already showed up at 5:30. So it's like, okay, everybody go load up the vans. And all the meantime, like as per person, like I was trying to like go through the names on the list, and I was like, "Hey, bro, can I like get on? I'll spot you like 50, $60." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, sure." So I was able to like buy my ticket right then and there, get in the vans. I was like one of the first people, and we were on our way. And then we got dropped off, and it turns out they dropped us off at the pier next, like one over, because that was supposed to be the pier, but they decided to like camp out at the pier on the right. So then we made our little pilgrimage over to the next pier for the pirate cruise. And it turns out there was like a party before us, so they went before us, and then they come back. All the meantime, we were like waiting outside, smoking cigarettes, with Brit and Titanic, and passing the time, making pirate jokes, chilling and hanging, and then for like the rest of the crew to show up, because that was like the first round of vans, and then there was the second round. So once we got the second round of vans, everybody's there. By the time the pirate ship came over, we got our little blow up swords and eye patches and bandanas got on the ship, and it was lit, bro. We were like, drinking grog. This one guy brought over his other mixed drink in his little container called Rainbow Crash, which was like 66% alcohol.
Wasn't that
Rainbow
Party Cannon?
Crash. I had a taste of it.
What
It
Party
went
Cannon?
down so smooth for
It might have
something
been.
so potent. I can definitely see why people got fucked up on
Yeah.
that.
Like you
Oh,
were
it
saying
was
earlier, yeah. I think it was one of the catalysts for that particular evening being probably the most chaotic. Because a lot of people were drinking it like it was adjacent to the grog, because they were both in a very similar container. But one was Ike's Mix, and the other was allegedly like 60% alcohol by volume.
Yeah, it was. No, he
Yeah, that
literally
was the
told me
Rainbow
it was
Crash.
like specifically 66.6% alcohol. I think it was like the rum. It was like the death rum or the devil's rum or devil's vodka.
And people were getting full cups of that stuff without
Oh,
realizing, because it was really well masked, the strength of it.
Well, I for one like to taste my alcohol. But luckily, Ike brought saltine crackers to have at least some food or something to soak the alcohol, but that wasn't enough. We were all drinking so much, and then we got some water bottles that he brought too, but that wasn't enough. I don't think anybody knew or had their water. So that was an hour. I think Cannersoft brought his acoustic guitar, and he was like playing live music, like just singing and playing while we were all
I
getting.
remember that.
Oh yeah, it was
There's
fun.
something
You can tell you had a really great time because every single one of these accounts starts with "I think." You're not truly certain what happened on that cruise.
There was definitely a guy, and he had a guitar, and everyone was.
What was in
pretty
that
positive
pirate
towards it,
grog?
so.
Yeah, and the people managing the pirate ship, shout out to them. They were great. They were like giving us like pirate games. We played like Limbo and passing coconuts around, and then we had like little water cannons to like shoot a person on a boat. There was a lot of great things. So like after that, everybody's in high spirits. We were feeling pretty jolly, pirates. But then the ride back to the hotel with the vans. Oh my god, that Baltimore traffic. Bruh. It took forever to like get back to the hotel. I needed to like piss so bad. I was passing around. I was able to like steal another package of crackers. So in my van, I was like passing out crackers to like everyone in there to like kind of munch on. And then now we finally got back to the hotel. I asked the receptionist where the restrooms are. I went over there and I did like the lean, pissing in the urinal. Then I got back and I was like, all right, what else is there to do? Smasher Pass. Where's Midianon? Where did he go? Because he was there
went
too.
to bed.
Went to sleep.
Like a
I
pussy.
can't believe it. Bruh. While he was there, in my drunken stupor, I stumbled across and I went into the Smasher Pass lit as fuck. But what some people like felt is that some of the good panels were happening during the pirate cruise, back in the Sneakback panel, and it was just like scheduling. It was like, it was really hard to like justify or figure out where or what we wanted to like schedule and shit. But I ended up showing up halfway during the Smasher Pass panel. Anybody were there? Anybody else who was at the Smasher Pass panel?
Yeah.
No one? Just me? Alright, well, it was fun. It was funny. We added a few more tags in there to like really spice it up. There was some AI generated bullshit. I was like, bro, that's AI generated. It was like, no, I don't care. It's still hot. So fun times there. And then immediately out of Smasher Pass, the adult vendor hall opened up. So I stumbled into there first thing. And then I was like trying to haggle with, some of the merchants, with some of the stands there, looking at the prints. Yeah, I made a few drunk purchases. Okay, just a little bit. And there's this one dude that was buying one of everything. So I was like, I just wanted to get these two prints, but the stands, the artists that were manning it, they were too busy getting all of his shit together. And then I think he was trying to get a doodle too. So that there, after like, the car ride back and then taking a piss and then smash or pass and then getting all my stuff here. And then by the time I'm like waiting on his ass and I need to like pee again, I like left and then came back and they're still trying to get his stuff. Bro, it killed my buzz. It legit killed my buzz. And I'm like, now I'm too sober for this. Great.
Well, thankfully, the tavern is pretty close to the AD Hall, which...
yeah, but why am I going to pay for alcohol if I could just go up the elevator and take the stairs to get free alcohol?
That is very fair. And that's what a lot of people do, me included.
At the shitty fucking bar at the hotel when you can just
No.
Absolutely insane.
You can call it overpriced, but it's still a good bar. I appreciate his service.
Bro, it was a rocks drink with a margarita in it. I got robbed.
I paid like $26 for 2 shots of gin.
Oh my god!
I mean, it was okay.
If you are actually going
$26 for a shot, good.
For full alky stuff, yeah, the room parties are 100% better.
You would just go there for food.
Bring your own beer party on day 3 was it still had a bunch of alcohol around, so yeah,
free alcohol is the best alcohol.
Exactly.
Free really don't mind if I do.
Just like free food is best food, which is why the hospitality dinners were just the perfect.
Okay, so the food. So another thing for Neighcon, turns out, so they did these meal tickets or these passes to where you could get like the buffet brunch, and then there was the charity dinner. And then the full meal plan to where you get the breakfasts and the dinner and the brunch and the mimosas, I think.
I think mimosas were separate. It was like $10 though, so it's not bad for bottomless mimosas.
Yeah. So I learned about
45 for not even a bottomless mimosa in Atlanta. That rocked for $10.
Bro, hey man, and like Ike was saying, I remember I was looking at the chats to where it's like, it's a huge deal. It is a damn good deal. And they got snatched up. All the full meal party tickets got bought. But when I learned about it, when I was like doing my little adventures, like walking around, I like found registration. They like went into the little room in the back on the Mare floor, the Merzentine. And they said, yeah, we still got like dinner tickets left. I'm like, bro. And I had like a couple of dudes like follow me. I think like Arctic was with me or some other people. They like followed me over to Reg to like pick up those dinner tickets. And I got those dinner tickets. And dude, what's the dinner? Oh, that's Saturday. The dinner's Saturday. So I want to get to that. But anybody had the brunches or breakfasts? Anyone had the food?
The breakfast.
Yeah. All right.
And it's hotel fare, but
it's hotel fare. All right, Friday night. You're getting crunk. You're getting drunk. I don't know. Whatever happens in the penthouse stays in the penthouse. I don't know if you kissed a guy or a girl you thought was a guy or a guy that looked like a girl. Whatever. But so all that happened in the penthouse. You go fall asleep. You wake up, and oh wait, shit. Okay, I had a Baltimore experience with the McDonald's. That was my Friday night.
Oh man, crack.
Anybody had a Baltimore experience they want to share before I tell mine?
I had a Dallas experience, but that's not Baltimore. But I think I know the road you're going to go down with this one. So continue.
The most quintessentially Baltimore thing I had was some random nonsense spouting ne'er-do-well coming up to me, saying something incomprehensible, and then walking past just because I flashed a $10 bill getting on the bus.
Oh no.
It definitely kept me on edge for the rest of the ride, but I got there safe.
So I was getting hungry, needed the munchies. I needed some real food in my stomach because I think the only real thing that I had that Friday night were all those crackers that I ate. So I'm like, I need some real food. Hey guys, who wants to come with me to go to McDonald's? So I ended up having this caravan of people following me and leading the charge to the McDonald's down the street. So when I got there, lo and behold, it turns out it's not a full McDonald's. It's a kitchen. It's just a kitchen with windows. So where
So-
like you can walk in,
How does
but it's
that-
like
Inner
a
Harbor,
small
right?
walk. On what?
Is this the Inner Harbor McDonald's?
No. This is the McDonald's down the street from the hotel.
Oh, I thought the McDonald's within the vicinity of the hotel was in Inner Harbor.
So basically, it's not a proper full restaurant. It's just
No, you can't
it's
like
where they
sit
serve
down.
food.
You can't go to a register, order your food, or go to like a shitty kiosk and do their job for them and sit down and they give you your food. No, there's no tables,
yeah.
no, just like a
Sounds
lobby.
like Crackdonald's.
Did you
Yeah,
see any
okay,
place to
so-
sit down in the near vicinity?
Anything special? What?
Any place to sit down?
No.
It definitely sounds like the stories I've heard about the Crackdonald's and like Dallas at Harmony.
This is the Crackdonald's. All right, so this is going to be like the Crackdonald's. So I walk in and it turns out, okay, Friday night, late at night, turns out a lot of people have the same idea, probably from the clubs, probably from the bars or whatever, trying to get their McDonald's fix. So it turns out you can't even order at the window. You have to download the app and put your order in there, and the kitchen makes it just so that you can pick it up from them. Which
What?
is super shitty. Yeah, it's horrible.
Fringe, they couldn't put like the self-serve kiosks out there.
No, okay,
I
they
guess they'd
have
steal
like
that
this
there.
ad. They got like this technology, like moving TV screen ad. It's not even a kiosk. It just plays you ads.
Amazing. And I guess,
be
I
fair,
guess the
they'd
reason
probably
they do
steal
it
that
through
shit.
the app is to minimize the chances of anyone having their shit stolen. Like, obviously, no cash payments. This is Baltimore. But even,
No
even
cash.
just
Not even cash. You have to
even
pay
just-
all through the app, all digital and bullshit. Okay, so
Yeah,
even
McDonald's
tracking
have
down
the dog
the car
shit,
would be
too.
too
we
much.
got all these
exposure.
people with me, and they all just gave up and left, and I'm the only person left from that whole trip. I don't know where they went, but I stuck it out because
All
I'm like, I
alone.
already downloaded the app. I'm going to get my food. I'm going to wait. So the whole place is crowded, and then there's this one drunkard that walks in, and he has a tall boy, not a Modelo. It was like a Budweiser, I think. And
Ew.
dude, he was fucked up. He was trashed. This dude was trashed. And he was hitting on every single girl, every single chick in that McDonald's, and like harassing and talking to this one other dude that dared give him eye contact or talk to him.
Did he hit on you?
No, he didn't hit on me, but I was going to hit him if he did. But I didn't have to do that. So this kept going on for, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour. No, not an hour. I don't know how long I was there. 20 minutes? It just felt like an eternity. This dude did not let up. And he was like saying, it was like, bro, I'm from Dallas. You know, and he's like, we got a saying here. And it was like in Spanish. I forgot what it was, but the translation was like, always up, never low. Cheers. And he would like drink from his shitty tall boy. I'm like, how's a guy getting drunk off of one beer? But albeit, I did drink a bunch of grog, but I mean, that's straight liquor. I digress. Anyway, and every time there would be this new chick that would come to the McDonald's, he would like, oh, look at you. Hey, I need a girl just like you. And I need a woman like you in my life. And he would like just not let up. And like everyone would try to like ignore him. He would like go in and out of the store, come back, hit on another girl. Until like he would like try to like, let me get my nuggets, and then the girls in the counter would say, no, you got to get an order, you got to use the app, you can't talk in the window. He's like, man, shut up, can't do this, no shit, no more, man. Oh, hey gorgeous, look at you, I never want like you. You know, you just constant until one of the chicks had enough of his bullshit. And it was like, you've been hitting on all of us and being creepy as fuck and blah, 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 and whatever. Do you have an order? And he was like, no, I want to order. No, do you have an order? Do you have an order? And she started getting physical with the dude to where she, like, grabbed his shirt and, like, started dragging him. Try to drag him out of the McDonald's. But because he is so drunk, he, like, toppled over just from, like, that little push or nudge. From this one chick, he like fell down on the ground and missed the door. He like banged his head up against like the edge or whatever, and he still got up. And this chick is still pulling him up from the shirt. He's like, "Get out of here! Get the fuck out of here!" You know. And they like tossed him out. And then like we all clapped. We're like, "Yeah!"
You go, girl.
So, she literally threw him out of the restaurant. And then the dude comes back, and he was like, no, we're not having this. And then dragged him out, and then threw him out yet again, like World Star. And we're all like looking out through the windows and everything. He like fell, toppled over, and like fell up against a car. And I'm like trying to get my mobile loader, and there's like these other two guys that aren't up the area, probably just doing DoorDash. And they're like, I am trying to get my food. I am trying to do an order and delivery, but everyone is taking forever. I am trying to have my food. And like one guy's getting super agitated. The other one is like trying to calm him down, but they're all getting angry. And then we're still trying to deal with the drunk guy. And then I was like, hey, is my food ready? And they're like, well, what's your order number? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's like this number. It's the one with the double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon and the sandwich. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll get that to you. So eventually I did get my food. I think the guy got kicked out a third time, or no, it was just the second time. But as I was walking out, there was like another group of dudes trying to talk him down. I was like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? You gotta calm down. You gotta stop. What's going on with you, man? They're all trying to calm him down. And I was like, it's better them and not me. Because they took care of the problem for me. That one chick fucked him up and beat him up for me. I didn't have to do that. I'm just a tourist. This is not my state. This is not my place. This is not my home. I'm just gonna walk back to the hotel and have my food.
And let the natives
do it. That was wild. It was freaking wild. It was tense too. Because man, dude. Alright, so that's enough of that. Saturday. So come Saturday. What did you do Saturday morning? Did you watch Saturday morning cartoons?
No, I didn't.
On the fucking hotel TV? Wow.
So there was a panel. Yeah, there was a panel, which was the Saturday morning retro cartoons. And I like poked my head in there, and they were playing My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Damn, good choice.
Yeah, I didn't watch any other things, though. Oh, wait, was there the 4cc? Oh, yeah, the 4cc watch party.
4cc was
okay, who was there to watch the game with everyone?
I was.
Bro, they were passing that ball like it was recess. What was that?
It was absolute word I probably shouldn't say on the second episode, which is very appropriate for LGBT.
I hated it.
Dog water is a good way to say it.
And then like later on, like the same thing happened on the next watch party on Sunday. And it's like they're using this new AI or new rule set. And it was just how the tactics are set up to where they just keep passing the ball until they see an opening. But they were just 20 in-game minutes of just playing pass the ball.
Playing against LGBT, and you can't fight any openings. Something's wrong.
You can't, bro. Oh, fuck. The tea party. The plushie tea party. Who went to that? Did you go to that?
Anyone at all.
I went to that.
Was it?
I heard it was good.
Yeah. All right. So the plushie tea party, that was another thing. So Neighcon is really trying to go out of their way to have all these special panels, all these special events and everything. And one of them to kind of shake up like the plushie meetup, the typical plushie meetup to where, all the people get their plushies, put them on the tables, on the chairs and everything, and we all take pictures and look. This was a tea party to where we all get together and have, little scones and biscuits and cookies and actual tea. There was real brew tea to have. But at the beginning, as, we were getting everybody, to get together, we were too polite to not start eating. At first, I kind of like seated myself and, a few life-size plushies, but then the more and more people showed up with their plushies, the more we ended up setting the real tea table. Like it had actual teapots and decorations and, fine china and plates with food on them. But it was all for the plushies. All the plushies got to sit at the table while we were all just kind of standing around and hanging out. And it wasn't until I think an hour in that one of them reminded us, guys, this is an actual tea party. We have food. You can start eating and drinking. And we're like, oh, okay. Now we got permission to eat.
That's a shit.
After we got all of our pictures of all the plushies having the tea party.
Gotta have them.
We're just being the guys at a girl's party.
Yeah. Hey, the Anons showed up. All the Anons were at the tea party. They wore the mask and took the picture and everything. But
Actually, come to
bro,
think of
we
it,
got cookies.
there wasn't really a huge anon room party that I'm aware of. Oh, and as far as the cookies are concerned, there were anon green cookies, which I tried one. Surprisingly, wasn't too bad.
The cookies they had there, they made cookies shaped as the characters, to where they were actually horse shaped or shaped like the characters, and they were like colored with the frosting. They had like little crunchy eyes.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah, it was funny. It was nice, and I had like a oatmeal raisin cookie sandwich. And then I was like thinking to myself, with all these like, free food events and tip your bar, tip your guys. I've been eating a lot of sweets. So I'm like really kind of starving, which coincidentally turns out, let's see, what were the panels? There was the Mare Gallery, hit up the Mare Gallery, the charity
Yeah,
room, the pleasure tea
the Mare
party, the
Gallery was
DIY bag
very fun.
trade, equine rescue. I think I didn't do that. Oh yeah, from the tea party immediately was the plushie meetup. But the tea party was kind of the plushie meetup, but this one's the official big one, so everybody went over there. All right, a highlight that happened at the plushie meetup. Anybody else went to the plushie meetup, the big one in the ballroom?
I did not, but I am aware of the highlight.
Okay, the highlight. So there was a fucking mad lad that brought a blacklight flashlight to the plushie meetup.
Oh no!
Was it just one? Because I seem
It
to
was
having multiple people.
no, I think there was a second guy, but I met with the dude with the one, and he exposed one person.
That
Looks like the
pinky plush.
one dude, he didn't go to the cleanup panel.
I mean, I've seen that picture. Can we actually put it up? Is this safe for YouTube?
I was there. Is it safe? Do I want to post the picture? Do I have the picture on me is the question.
Oh,
Let me
for the
look at my
love.
files.
See, this is why
Was
you
it? Was
Yeah.
there
or the
mayonnaise? If you know
podcast.
what I mean.
Uh, it was on a pinkie pie,
Yes, it was.
and it was a money shot.
Well,
Money
the
shot.
result of a money shot. The result
Say
of
no
many money
more.
shots by the
I
look
got
of
my picture. Oh, I also got pictures of the tea party and the watch.
I want to
and
see the.
pipe.
Let's see all
put 'em
those
up.
pictures, please. Put them up. Put them
All
up.
right,
And
all right,
Tech
I got
Techanon will decide.
Yeah, so these are like my personal pictures, but I have yet to download the photo album that I guess who would I say? Let's say Duck. That Duck would like to like host, and we all like put our
I love
uh
those. I
yeah,
always like
I need
go
to
and
like
see
go
them.
dig in there, but as far as like the pictures I have on me right now, I do have the picture of the money shot pinky. Let me go and mirror on air, go over here. I think this is like my angle.
They did post the album though.
They did post the album.
In that angle, you can sort of see it, but the one that was posted in the thread is like dramatic.
It is like a lot more dramatic. This is like my own personal picture. I could try to dig through the thread just to like find
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. And again, you call it a money shot, but that does not.
No, in person. No. It's just the angle that I had it in. If you were there, right, in person, looking at it with him shining the light on that freaking plush, it's a money shot.
No. I mean, it does not look like the results of a single money shot. There were
Oh,
a
single
lot of shots, a lot of subsequent shots, and yeah, clearly someone did not go a lot farther than skin deep.
It's a pinkie pie. There has to be more than just one money shot, honestly.
I'm waiting for. Nah, it's too early to start pulling pictures from the album. I'm gonna wait more on the album to add more pictures so that I can like download them off because this is definitely not that.
I do wonder just how unlikely it is for this particular picture to end up in the official album.
Oh, the one in the thread.
This one, the one
Oh, this one. Oh yeah, I added it. It's mine.
Yeah, just it is an 18 plus con, but I still think this is not the sort of thing that Neighcon would like to be publicly
Well,
posting to
this
their website.
is all what 3 or 2 people watching. I don't know how many people. If we're going to gain enough traction, they'll watch back at this episode for more Nacon stories or what have you.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to scrub it or anything. I'm just saying, as far as official, I do believe we'll get a very
A
selective
stern letter. We're going to get a very stern letter.
just from Nacon, from the PR department. Shout out, guys. I'm sure we'll get just the bestest parts of the con.
Wait, who was PR? Wasn't it?
I genuinely don't know. PR is kind of
No. I could have sworn. Oh fuck! I remember. Wait, I got the con book. I can look at who PR is.
Oh yeah,
I swear, if I get a DM from this one person, yeah, let's see, PR, charity logistics,
kind of surprised that they printed
venue relations or staff resources. Oh, Weege, Lamau.
Party Cannon. PR?
Oh, Party Cannon. Oh, what's Party Cannon?
Might be. And the staff description.
Yeah, public relations. Yeah, Party Cannon. Yeah, Party Cannon. Yeah, he's not gonna care. Anyway, so there was the plushie meetup. All right, back to Saturday. I'm looking at my comic book. I'm like going through my day of what I did. Oh yeah, trivia. I went to the merch trade panel. Anybody else went to the merch trade panel or any other events that you guys do?
And you have been a lone wolf on this. I don't think anyone's gone to the same panel as you.
Dude, I've been all over the place. I get around. Like, I swear, if like a person just shadows me to any of these cons, then they're gonna get like the full experience. But no, they just want to hang out and drink at the penthouse all day, or whatever.
Hey, for what it's worth, I didn't catch a lot of panels because I was going around seeing if anybody needs help. You
were like a gopher for the con.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was fun, really fun.
Yeah, you and I were both con operations, if I remember correctly, which was it involved a lot of running around, putting out fires, wrangling drunks, and trying to keep kids and homeless people out of the AD hall.
Oh shit! Really?
Kind of thing. Because you might remember there was a chess tournament going on at the same time, apparently.
Oh no! Not the chess tournament! Fuck!
Golly!
Yeah, I felt pretty bad having to like shoo some little girl away from the regular vendor hall when she was just trying to poke her head in and be curious.
Oh. Yeah.
So obviously that's
it's not right to let them in, but it's also it does kind of feel like you're shooing away the target audience.
Con-op story for like Saturday afternoon, or you want to share it, or you want to like do it after? You want to share a story now?
Actually, I was thinking earlier. I kind of spaced out. I missed my opportunity, perhaps. But you're talking about Baltimore stories. It's not really a story as such, but it definitely set the tone for me before I even got to the hotel.
All right.
So there's a $2 ticket to go from the airport to pretty much like all over Baltimore through the light rail tram system. Right? Takes about half hour.
I heard
to the hotel. And then it's about a 5-minute walk, which isn't too bad. Except I showed up well after dark, so apparently it's a lot better during the daytime. But when I got on there, the first thing that I see is a very large black gentleman in the middle of the aisle, very unsteady. I might have mentioned this at some point. He has a pair of dice, and he's gambling on the floor of the tram. Now, maybe I'm just a sheltered Midwest white kid, but I have never experienced that kind of thing on public transit before.
Bro, he's playing dice, bro. He's playing dice.
He's playing craps or something. But what really made it...
Gambling on it.
Yeah, like what set it apart for me was that he wasn't alone. It was everyone around him participating as well. Just random people. Including, I'm pretty sure, the attendant. Or someone with a height as vest, anyway.
Yeah, bro, have you ever played dice?
I have not. What I've been told is, if you want to play craps, spend 5 years watching people do it first. Or lose money.
Lamau. All right. So, at the merch trade panel, now I've been always showing up to these and see what I can get or trade or see what I could get for these plushies that I had. Well, used to. I finally got rid of them.
So I had a blackjack plush that I got from a German that had his own like side MPPP plush project, but for blackjacks. So I got two of them, one for me and one to give to a friend, but they didn't want it, or we never like had the chance to actually meet to where I had the plush to give to him. But he didn't want it, so I'm like, great, now I got two blackjacks. So I got one blackjack to get rid of, and the other one, I had a symbiote first run Princess Luna to where her face is messed up. Her eyes are like too big and close together, and her muzzle was square, and she had like a very huge indent in her nose or whatever. And I ended up buying like the second run Princess Luna. So I had the first Luna and the second Luna. So I wanted to get rid of the first Luna because I don't want two Lunas.
Yeah, you wanted to trade in your old and busted waifu for a newer model.
Well, she's not my waifu. My waifu's Sunset, and I got the different versions of her right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I had a duplicate Blackjack, and I had the scuffed symbiote Princess Luna. However, nobody ever really had anything to trade up or for me to trade down to. Because you see, plushies are hard currency in this fandom, in this side of town. The side of the tracks. Except, I was able to find one item. And this is legendary. So, any of you been to Mare Fair's charity auction last year?
For 3? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 3. Alright, do you remember one of the items that we auctioned off?
Just like any one of them?
So, there was like the Mimosa set, there was like the watches, there was all the paintings, and then that one Rainbow Dash painting that like sold for like 5 digits, for like over 10 grand or something?
Yeah, it was at least 10,000.
Yeah, and then there was the
mouse
standees, the Maresicle props, like the sign and the script.
Oh yeah, I remember some of those.
Yeah. Well, what are some
One of
other
my
items?
friends got one of the standees that were standing outside of the Mare Hall during the concert, the fundraiser.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, those. I remember.
Yeah,
those.
based. Like, I'm so glad they got that one too, because I love fundraiser. Let me tell you, but that's another story.
All right, so one of the items that I even remember auctioning myself, it was like me and Loaf, and it was the watches, the custom watch. And there were 2 of them. Oh, and this person at this Neighcon merch hall had the Mare Fair watch. I'm like, how did you get this? Where did you get this? Were you the person that bought it? Did you like win the bid on it? And he was like, oh no, I didn't win it. I'm like, okay, how did you get it? Because only 2 people have this. And he was like, oh no, you see, this person was the guy that made the watches. This was also the person that made the Mimosa set. All the custom stuff that we got, like from Mare Fair 24 and last year, Mare Fair 325, this was the guy that made and donated those items to charity for us to auction.
Neat.
So I'm asking him, okay, so how did you get, what, you made an extra watch just for yourself? And he's like, no, it was the prototype of like a sample watch that he got from the company or whatever place that he would make the custom watches. This was the prototype, and he kept the prototype, and then he gave away the 2 real ones for us to auction off for charity. I'm like, oh my god. What do you want for it? And I'm like, I'm also asking the story from him too, to where he would commission this artist he would commission art from this artist to use for those items that he would, make and donate. And then I think eventually further down the line, the artists didn't know that he was using their art for these items, or he was like saying, yeah, I'm like using your art to do this thing. Is it okay? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But they didn't know specifically that their art was being used for like Mare Fair stuff. So at some point, like there was like a miscommunication here and there of like, his intention of using the art, or it wasn't like understood of what their art was being used for. But eventually, later down the line, the artist just did not want to like do any more stuff with them anymore. So they had like a falling out, and the prototype watch was like a reminder of like, just the feel bads. So he wanted to get rid of it. However, he was very interested in the Blackjack plush, and so were a lot of people too. There was even a guy offering me cash up front, like $80 for it, but I'm like, well, that's against the spirit of the trade panel. You got to trade me something instead of just outright buying it from me. And plus, that cash was just going to go to like food too. So I traded the Blackjack for the Mare 3 custom prototype watch, which I have now.
Very nice. Any pics of it?
Any pics? I could try to take a picture right now of it. Let me turn on my
Go ahead.
lights.
I'm interested in what it looks like.
Yeah, so let me go over here. Let me go over here and oh shit, we got one swivel. Okay. Wait, who was texting me? What is this? Oh, my payment. Okay, my phone bill. Yeah, whatever. All right, let me get my camera. Let me try to get now. Granted, this is bedroom lighting, so it's like warm lighting, not photography like super lighting. So let me try to get the flash of my camera. Yeah, auto. No, just like turn on the flash. Oh wait, that's gonna dox me. Hold on. Yeah, put it against the combo. Let's do this. Come on. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that's glare. That's some glare there. Sorry, we're doing this live. Maybe by the time we edit this out. Oh wait, no, there is no editing.
Just turn on your camera and set it to.
Bro, I already have the picture. Okay, I got the picture. Now I'm on my phone, and then I'm going over here, and then I'm making the attachment, and right there. Oh, well, I gotta turn the thing around. Oh well. But you could zoom in and try to like make that
sure
little
AV
detail.
guy can take care of it. That is nice.
Yeah, he can spin it. He can rotate pictures 90 degrees. And like the sports band on it, he even like played with the engraver, and it has like mares on the buckle that he engraved. And then on the back says Proto. So yeah, what's real nice is that now I can tell time at the con. Like I can have my con book, and then I can bring my wrist up. I'm like, the time is 8:30. Oh, what panels are going on at 8:30? Well, I have my handy dandy watch.
Yeah, that's even fancier than what Clipper did, which I saw him. The guy is poshness incarnate, and he actually has a pocket watch. Which he
wears that pocket watch.
Yeah, I didn't actually check and see if it's a pony pocket watch, but knowing him, it probably is.
It probably is from like My Little Ties. Shoutouts to My Little Ties. He makes pretty cool engraved trinkets and doodads. So yeah, now I got a new watch, and I might replace the band, or I could like keep the bands, keep it stock and original. And then for the Princess Luna, the same dude that wanted to trade for the Luna, he went out of his way to go to the merch hall and buy all the snoof pins. The snoofas.
Why?
So that he could have trade fodder. So he could like have the experience.
Okay, but he's basically. Or wait, when you say all, did he mean one of each or all that?
Yeah, he got one of each. He got one of each pin. Okay, yeah, no. He didn't buy them all. He didn't buy. Sorry, excuse me. He didn't buy all of them. He got like one of each snoofa pin. Okay. And he traded a Fluttershy. I'm like, and he's like, I really like that Princess Luna. I want that. I was like, you know what? Fine. I'm feeling pretty good about wearing this watch right now. I could part with the Luna, but if it's going to be like the whole set, then you need to get the whole set. He was like, man, you're really making me go out of my way to go buy the Fluttershy, even though I like traded it. I'm like, hey, if you're going to give me the full set, give me the full set. So he went all the way downstairs, bought another Fluttershy pin, went back upstairs, and then we traded the main 6 snoofs and the Celestia and Luna snoofs. So now I have one of each snoofa pin for one Luna plush.
Yeah, there was a lot of negotiations in terms of stuff to
hey bro, it's the art of the deal.
The art of the deal.
Only
I,
me. Only
I,
me. Only I could do
the
that.
vendor hall. Yeah, only you. Case in point, in the vendor hall, I was talking with some other horse friend, and we were in front of the one of the plushie vendors, and they had these little Anon Philly plushies, really cute, pocket-sized. I'd say even smaller than pocket-sized, lying Anon Phillies. And I said, these are very cute. Have you got? How many have you got? And the vendor says, well, just two. So I said, okay, bring them out. I'll get one, and my friend will get one. Um, when the other filly was brought up, she was kind of different. She was a bit bigger, and I just said, okay, I really want the smallest filly. How about me and you, my other friend? We'll play rock paper scissors, and we
Who?
played. Uh, Jeez, I'm terrible with names. Just the other guy who was
Don't
at
worry, you don't have
the
to name drop.
vendor hall. Yeah, basically, we played. I lost, and that man now has the smallest Philly plush I've seen to date.
Damn. Small Philly.
Very
Small
small.
Philly.
I still got
Very
second smallest, so not
Okay.
all's lost.
So after I traded and got a actual real ML/MLP pony on Relic, like this is a Relic. I don't know who else would have a prototype. There's only two other watches like that, and that's with I think I'm not gonna name drop them. But anyway, then there was the charity dinner. Who went to the charity dinner?
It's very classy.
It was nice. The open bar, but however, fuck. Okay, so the room for the buffet to get your food and the bar were in the same room, but it was also a dining room where people sat, so it was cramped.
Yeah, a bit of a squeeze for certain.
It was a squeeze. So there was like the line outside of the door, and then once you actually got in, there was like two lines to where there's the line for drinks and then the line to get food. And lines just kind of like mixed and intersected with each other. It took forever to actually move through the line. And dude, the hotel staff were sassy.
Were they?
Like one of them. I think it was. I was talking to. I think it was either Brit or Party Cannon, to where he was like asking like, "Are we limited on the amount of chicken or the amount of food that we could get?" Because it's supposed to be like, buffet, kind of all you can eat, but they made enough food, for like 80 people and then some to like, satisfy everyone. And they're like, oh yeah, you damn well should be. And it's like, whoa, really? Yeah, I damn well should be. I should be limited on how much I should get. This is only my first time coming up here. I was just asking if I could get like a second piece of chicken. Yeah.
Baltimore hospitality. I mean,
Did
if
you
you
feel
have
like-
personal experience.
Yeah, just real quick,
Fuck
like
them
during
Yanks hospitality, Southern hospitality is where it at. Sorry.
Yeah,
Bro, no, straight up, like, okay, closing ceremonies, getting ahead of myself, but, like, they did shout-outs. Thank you for the hotel staff for being so nice. Dude, they were, like, rationing towels. They didn't want to give you new key cards. They would give you fucking lip and shit. They would, like, begrudgingly give you, like, food or service or things like that. I mean, they had some sass or attitude, I know, if you could, like, shoot the shit, but, I mean... One story, a guy was like trapped in an elevator, had to pry it open, break himself out, and then after doing that, one of the staff was like, "Yeah, that's what you get for messing with the hotel buttons." And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Who says that?
That's
I
kind of
do
fucked.
not remember hearing like the hotel itself having like high opinions from like people who went to the con. It was like, oh yeah, the hotel sucked shit, dude.
I liked it. I liked the old-timey
I probably
aesthetics
would've.
in the places where they weren't modernized to hell. And just I found it
Maybe
pretty
I wouldn't
comfortable.
like the places that were like too small.
Yeah, maybe. And I will say,
I'd probably lose my shit in the elevator, to be honest.
my experiences
you were
with the
keeping it together.
staff, with the hotel staff, were pretty positive overall. They were helpful. I even had, when I was guarding the Mare Gallery, I had one hotel staff member come in and say, "Can I look around?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." and she really
love those
took it all
stories.
in. It was very nice seeing someone from outside the fandom appreciate us. And,
Oh man, I
yeah.
just keep thinking back to the picture of like the cops looking at
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Is
Mare
like
Gallery.
the story,
Yeah.
the story of the cops at Mare Fair. They came to like the AD hall. Is like, can we come inside? Oh, that was like, oh my god, these guys play ball. They know.
It's so funny. But
And
this
they were
isn't
like, wow, this is better than the
this is
furry
the
cons.
Neighcon episode. This is the Neighcon episode. So back at the dinner. So we were served crab bisque. We had some bread baguettes. There was oversized super bacon bits that were pretty much like chops of pork. We had seasonal vegetables. And you had
How
the
much
choice
was
of
this?
grilled lemon chicken and salmon.
The salmon was pretty good.
There was also fried potatoes
Oh.
and seasoned, and we had your choice of desserts like lemon meringue
Fried
and
potatoes. Don't you mean fries?
fries. No, these were fancy though. These weren't like French fries. These were like, grilled, baked, fried potatoes seasoned with herb and garlic. And
How did you
oil.
feel about the
Okay, so French
actual
fries.
bartending?
How do I feel about actual what? Say that again.
The bartending. I think.
Oh, the bartender? Okay, they ran out of mixer though. They ran out of mixer. So
Like all
I
I
think
was
they were
trying to
serving
get,
like 90% alcohol, mixed drinks with like a few drops of Sprite.
well, she was rationing what she had. Like she didn't even have like simple syrup or grenadine. She was using like the syrup of the cherries that she had there. I asked for a margarita, but she didn't have triple sec. There was no triple sec. It's like, how could you run out of triple sec? Like, what the
Just
hell?
put
Come on.
tequila and lime juice. There you go.
No, even
Party
then,
up
she was
margarita.
like, I'm a little low on sweet and sour, but you still need triple set. Like a margarita, when you make a margarita, all right, this is the adult cast, okay? When you make a margarita, the bare basic minimum is that you got lime juice, tequila, triple sec, and simple syrup. All right?
Okay.
You can play around with the ratios or what have you, but I can bully you if you like add lemon. Now there's sweet and sour mix, which is basically, lemon and lime juice with the simple syrup mixed in, and that's your sweet and sour.
Yeah,
mix, or whatever.
it gets the job done, but it's still.
But no, okay, she didn't have any of that. She mixed tequila with rum and pomegranate juice.
Ooh.
And cherry juice from the thing. And I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Doesn't sound that bad.
It doesn't sound that bad, to be honest. But I mean, it's still a double like liquor sort of cocktail.
But it was an open bar. I mean, it was free, but good luck waiting in line just to get your drink. And then by the time, but the line was so long, it was so cramped. By the time you get your drink, your food is cold. Or you have to get your drink as you're getting your dinner, but you only have two hands. You're gonna have to balance a full plate of like chicken and salmon and dessert and crab bisque, and not to spill the crab bisque. Oh, the crab bisque. Oh, it was so good. It was tasty. I love the crab bisque. And then I come back.
Crab is Baltimore's national. Crab is Baltimore's signature food for a reason. It's really good.
Damn, I'm hoping for an Neighcon too. Y'all are really selling me on it, and my plan was to come to Neighcon too.
The thing is, Neighcon 2 would
if it happens,
need a different venue.
Maybe, yeah.
It's very big.
The trouble is, Baltimore just doesn't have a lot of good venue options. So it's a question of if you want to maintain that whole bringing ponies back into Baltimore thing, or if you want to just
to a new territory.
Move to a new territory.
I'll keep pitching Atlanta till I die, all right?
No,
I've heard people suggest Detroit, which
would
be a brave.
I'd rather go to Cleveland.
Don't think it's
no, one option is like I heard there's like North Carolina, so that you can have NC, North Carolina, and Neighcon.
Well, which part of North Carolina?
I don't know what. Charlotte's
around there. Charlotte's doable. I mean, I'll go
Or
to
what? The
Charlotte.
beach? What's it? Well, what's the beach called? Is it Palm? What? Oh, fuck. What is it?
The beach in North Carolina.
No, but what's that park? Not Cedar Park. That's Ohio. What is the freaking everybody that lives in North Carolina is going to hang me. North Carolina Beach. What is it
You're-
called?
Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
No, that's
Myrtle
South.
Beach.
That's
something
South.
else?
No,
Oh.
that's South Carolina.
Now I'm for
What?
sure going to get hunged. I'm going to get hung now from the gallows for
As
getting my
as the local fucking Appalachian here, you butchered it.
Yeah, I did butcher it. All right, now kill me. I'm the worst person here.
I'm
on
not
this
gonna
podcast.
kill you, man. I'm gonna make fun of you for it. That's all I'll do.
All right, now it's that or Pittsburgh. I said North Carolina.
Myrtle Beach or Pittsburgh. I'd rather do Myrtle Beach because Myrtle Beach has a lot of shit to do.
Yeah, but that's the thing,
Including
you don't want
rock
the place to
concerts
be
somehow.
too busy. You don't want the place to be too busy because that would distract from the actual
From the
con.
con?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't know.
Well,
I
what
mean,
else is here?
I'd compare like Myrtle Beach to Orlando, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Bet
I
the
guess so.
military bronies
Would
would
just,
too.
all
Oh yeah,
of
yeah,
military
there's
bronies
two.
would like the Myrtle Beach.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
there's
they're
station
good.
there.
It's good to have stuff to do. I feel like you need to really factor in the rest of the con, you don't want people to just fuck off for a good chunk of the first day.
Yeah, true.
So, I hope scheduling will be better, is my point. Obviously, more
Yeah.
stuff to do, more fun is more better. Just, with great fun potential
better.
comes great fun responsibility.
All right. So, speaking of fun, after the fancy charity dinner, now it's the concert. Anybody go to the concert?
Who was at the
I
did.
concert? Who performed?
So there was. Well, I'm glad you asked because I have the con book in my hand right now. We got Cannersoft, we had Captain Thrack, we had Prince Whatever and Friends, now covering Green Day, also known as Green Hay. Then Intermission, then we have Limp Bizkit, Bape Fiends. Then we got DJ Moonlight, and we got Sound Bandit, and My Cutie Mark is a Gun. Those were our musicians for the Neighcon concert. You see, you gotta have a concert. You gotta have music. I mean, come on. Come on, what else are we gonna do during the con, huh? What are we gonna do?
Yeah, and con the con did provide an appropriate venue for a concert. The acoustics were good. There was a nice hard floor for everyone to do their best attempt at dancing on. It
And
was fun.
there was a cash bar
Yeah,
on the
there
concert
was.
floor.
The
Yeah.
thing is, it
Now-
does kind of run into the same problem as the lobby bar, which why would I pay for booth here when it's free in the penthouse? But at the very least, the fact that it's right in the concert makes it a lot
No,
more
having like
justifiable.
the cash bar at concerts or raves is lit. It's awesome because like I have a local con and they do that to where it's like the rave or the DJ set over there. In the back, you have like the open bar. And yeah, no, we have the cash bar. I don't know whatever con. No, not even Mayfair. Wait, did Mayfair? No, not even Mayfair had a bar for their concert. And what?
Will Disney provide, I wonder?
Wait, they had an open bar in their concert hall?
Yeah, it
No,
was
it
off
was
to the
bar.
right
It was
on
a
the
cash
first
bar.
floor.
It was cash bar.
Oh,
if it
wait.
was an open bar, that
It was an
concert
open
would have
one.
gone a lot poorer.
Oh, it would have
Wow.
gone nuts. That would be insane.
Didn't Naham have an open bar? But I mean, that's another story.
Naham, actually, yes. Naham did have a bar. It was that theater. Fuck, I'm forgetting the theater. The
Fox
Rockham
Theater, whatever the fuck.
I forgot, but yes, there was the bar up front, which you could also get popcorn, and there was a bunch of the merch people. They made the trek over and were having their stands on the second floor of the theater. But this isn't the Naham podcast. This is the
This is the
Neighcon podcast.
Nacon.
This is
Close,
the
but not quite.
Neighcon podcast, not Naham. This is Neighcon. So besides Naham, yeah, I can't recall any other con that had like a cash bar or open bar during the concert. So
Yeah, no,
I was getting lit with Brit. I was going to kill people. I was getting my
Were you
drink
going
on.
shot to shot with Brit?
Was I? No, but we were dancing and being absolute hooligans. When he was ops and manning the door, I was dancing with him
They
outside.
drinking while being ops.
And I was
think a
running
single
at some
ops member
point
has gone through the weekend without drinking on
ops
duty.
for the concert, but I
all
was
of my
also
Mare
drinking.
ops shift, I was painfully sober. I'll say that.
Bro, we were checking like people's badges while dancing. We're like, no, you come back here. Yeah, you're good. If you
Just
motion,
damn.
They're good.
bro.
Maybe I'll ask them to share more.
It's so funny, and it's like I guess throughout that whole Saturday night, I'm not gonna go into too many details because whatever happens, happens. I was a little inebriated. Gave some advice here and there, played some games, watched a few things, went to the penthouse up and down, went to the Brigadiers. Oh yeah, I went to the Brigadiers penthouse party, and then so what I did over there. So earlier Friday, I met with shout outs Top Kick. And he was like, "Sir, where is your lanyard?" And I'm like, "Oh, I forgot it at home, bro." He was like, "Well, here you go. I got a lanyard for you." I'm like, "Oh, great." And he's like busting my chops and everything. But he got to show me. They were planning on having their own charity auction for soldiers' mental health, and they had their own stuff that they were like going to pitch and have and raise money to do their own thing. So Saturday night was their charity auction, and I crashed their party. I went in there and I started auctioning for them.
Wow. How did it go?
We raised a lot of money. In fact, he made an announcement in their server. We raised over $2,000. $2,000.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
And like a bunch of
Damn,
stuff.
money to put the glowies into action?
Yeah, I know.
Money's to put the
support our
glowies
troops.
who were out of action on the
Are you
path to
sure about
recovery, I
that? I'm
guess.
pretty sure there's at least one glowy at any PonyCon.
Well, if you're a mailman or you work in the mail, then you're a glowy. There you go.
Exactly, and I know a few post people that are glowies that go to cons.
Also, Brigadiers, they got their drinks. They're chill. They're cool. I don't care what the thread says. To whoever the anon in the thread that said, "Oh man, these Brigadiers gatekeeping. I can't get in." It's like literally skill issue. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm sorry. They can have their
You got gate cats. You literally got gate cats. You got
I wish I
filter.
went to their parties at Harmony. I didn't. I wish
We
I did.
managed to make it to
you didn't go to
the
their
penthouse.
parties at Harmony?
I didn't,
By accident.
but then I saw pictures from it and I was like, bro, like
Yeah.
WWE
Basically-
people even dropped by there.
Yeah, straight up. You missed out.
Dude,
was there.
I would die to take a picture with Drew McIntyre at a pony convention of all places.
But dude, this isn't the Brigadier HarmonyCon podcast. This is the
Unfortunately.
Neighcon podcast.
But I didn't go to Neighcon, so all I could do is to contribute is just be like, oh wow, just like at this con I went to.
Just like this con, just like that
We
con.
appreciate your contribution.
Maybe next year, Mares.
Alright, well, Saturday happened. I don't know. There were some details that I do remember, but I'm not going to share that here.
When
I'm
did
talking
we get
about
to the EQD part?
What, EQD? What about EQD? What are you talking about?
Did EQD post something?
Oh,
No,
that!
as in the band from Equestria,
Yeah, the
Daily.
band-
When do we get to
Oh.
that?
Okay, we're getting to that Sunday because that happened Sunday. I was there for that.
Alright.
Let's see. So you do your adventures, your misadventures, maybe get in a fist fight with, I don't know, one of the compatriots or with one of the local residents. Go out and have a cigar or a smoke. You get some food, come back, maybe try to rizz up a tranny. Oh wait, I can't say that. I let that slip. But I didn't.
Demonetized.
Demonetized instantly.
On
I'm going to
episode 2.
Wait, we're making
on
money off
episode
this?
2. I'm sorry, but Mr. Studio Engineer can bleep that out in post.
Yeah,
So-
censor that with a Fluttershy yay.
With a yay.
No. Do not
Yay.
approach my waifu like that.
All right.
Okay,
all
so
right.
what do you request then?
Check this out. So you fall asleep. You wake
Okay.
up, probably still in the penthouse rooms after jogging up and down the stairs between the penthouse rooms. Sunday. Let's see. What's happening Sunday? Vendor hall, Mare Gallery. Your brunch. Did anybody go to the last brunch? Or the bottomless mimosas?
I think I made my way to both at some point. They were both pretty good. There's a little bit of rowdiness at the mimosa bar, but otherwise, I don't think anything major happened.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good
I
actually.
was, at that point, I was like, well, I'm kind of here, but it's a ticketed event, so I didn't really pay to be there, but I was still there. But I was just getting water because I was like, okay, I've been drinking for like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, like 3 days in a row, and then having like mimosas in the morning. Nah, I'm just gonna like hold back.
I mean,
Let me
it's
just get
fair to the dog.
just give me food. That would be nice. And also probably some water because I legit woke up with like phlegm and dry mouth, and I was like, "Ugh, water. Sandy, I need water."
Oh man, my throat is still kind of sore. I think I've spoken more in these 3 days. There was more social interaction those 3 days than in the past 3 years for me. So a lot
Well,
of
fuck, bro.
brain.
Damn, bro. And also, I kind of threw out my voice auctioneering for the Brigadiers that night,
Nice.
so my voice was kind of shot too.
Yeah.
So the brunch was nice. There was some Pony Arts and Crafts, Pinky for Princess. I don't know if No, I didn't go to those panels. I think I was just hanging out and then just going to the charity auction. All right, who was there at the charity auction? Did you see the stuff?
Wait. Before we get to the charity auction, any other panels anyone made it to and wants to talk about?
Anything. Did you guys actually go see the panels? Did you take sweet time to go see these people?
I'm just waiting to see if anyone
Oh,
else.
fuck. Who went to the Ponies Get Bigger panel? Who went to that?
I was guarding it. I was guarding
about
the outside of it and making
Pony
sure
will grow
nobody
larger.
stumbled upon the unholy mess inside.
Okay, can you describe the unholiness that was going on in that panel?
Ponies getting bigger. Yes, there was a man who was already decently large by himself, and he discussed his love of ponies getting bigger. I'm not talking macrophilia. I'm not talking like
So
over
it's not
there
the
becoming
macro or
huge.
growth.
No,
It's like
we're
fat.
talking
It's like
fat. Yeah,
weight
but
gain.
not fat. This isn't even corp levels. This is
No.
immense.
It's Warbler. This is
here.
like yeah. Because I've seen those art and pictures like posted around or like laid out around the con. And I'm like, this is Warbler art. Is Warbler here? Is Warbler here?
I did not see him. I
No, he wasn't.
Don't
He wasn't.
summon him. He'll show up one way or another. Mention
He'll
my
show up.
name and he appears.
He'll show up like
At
G-Man,
any rate-
literally dressed up as him from Mayfair 1. But anyway, so go on.
It'll
with
just-
the panel.
I was
show
just
up in here and
guarding the
go,
place.
"What?"
I was guarding. What? Basically, there were some people who showed up just out of curiosity, wanted to see what was in there, and after a few minutes, they had seen their fill and walked back out. There was also a
they got
guy
their
that
fill.
came up and said, basically, he was asking, "Hey, what's happening in here?" And I said, "Oh yeah, Fat Pony panel." Oh, and he said, "Oh, so this isn't a magic show." Because the hotel has its own magic show, completely separate from all this. I said, no. This is something different. This is a convention. Yeah, you cannot attend, nor do I think you wish to attend this panel.
Imagine trying to find a magic show and winding up in a
Not even a Trixie panel.
There's no Chris Angel.
Fat
There's
Pony
no.
panel.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his name?
So-
Who cares?
so,
It's not Mare's.
It's
Yeah.
not Mare's. It's
So
some dude.
does anyone wanna talk about another panel experience? I could mention the fanfic panel, but anyone else wanna have a go?
You
I
go
guess
ahead
that's a
about
no.
Netflix.
Go for the
The
fanfics.
fanfic
Shoot.
channel. Yeah, the fanfiction. You cannot write fanfiction. That is a very apt title because there was no writing of fanfics. What what actually happened was the hosts went and introduced themselves, showed off their work, and then offered the audience the chance to fill theirs, which I wholeheartedly took. I made them read the opening to my Jingleness fic. It's a very nice poem, and I'm not just saying that because everybody clapped. But after that self-indulgence, there was the actual panel, which was them taking a variety of prompts from the audience, had character, genre, setting, all of that, and randomizing prompt for ChatGPT out of them. And that would be decently novel by itself. But after that, after the story was prompted, they, along with volunteers from the audience, went on to read the read the wonderful mess that GPT had created, voicing characters as they went along, and it was certainly something. We got two fics, if you can call them that. The first was a digital circus crossover where Anon and Lightning Dust ended up in the amazing digital circus. And it was a romance fic, so they ended up falling in love.
Very sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet for all of ChatGPT's generic cliches, which the hosts were constantly ripping on. Every so that just happened moment. It was nice. They didn't take themselves too seriously. The panel was, as a whole, a bit messy, but it was fun. And the second story, I'm not even sure if I can accurately convey that, but it featured Cozy Glow, Barney the dinosaur, Alistair from Hasbin Hotel fame.
Of course.
God, a few other mares I don't remember, and it was
Imagine
a love
forgetting
triangle.
mares.
The thing is, it was such a mess that basically it was a love triangle between Barney the dinosaur, Cozy Glow, and Mystery Mare. Let's call her that. With one day, Barney showed up in Ponyville, and it went pretty schizo. I think the highlight was having, voicing Alastor and narrating about how Cozy Glow was so desperate for that purple dragon's attention. It was certainly a good use of time, I would say. It was fun, and yeah, I think everyone walked out of it richer for the experience. But I've been talking for far too long. You wanted to talk about the charity auction?
So the charity auction. So throughout the con, I would check into the charity room and see what they got, and seeing the absolute funny and stuff and bullshit that people would try to donate. Like there was straight up whey protein. There was a chicken sandwich with a soda that they donated, and we're like, yeah, no, straight up, we're throwing that shit away. When they threw it away, the sandwich, they unwrapped it, liquid just poured out of it, probably from the condensation of the. Yeah, it's gross. But there was a BronyCon 2012 sticker. There was a handmade clock. There was some cards, and then some other memorabilia, some BabsCon stuff.
Yeah,
and I remember asking them, even at day 0 when I got with let's see, charity registration operations, who was it? Yeah, Pectus. I was asking him because earlier I was asked if I wanted to auction for Neighcon, And I'm like, I could, because like the last few Mayfair auctions have been actually just kind of like souring the experience for me. Because fucking Mayfair, we would always have like technical issues. And the stage, we would get stage blind and the whole place would be dark. So auctioning for Mayfair has been not very enjoyable as of late. So that's why I was very hesitant on auctioning. But Clipper was there. So it was like Clipper and Otis.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Clipper's legit. He's good. So when I was there, Neighcon, their AV, they were able to get a camera to work to where if you put an item in front of the camera, it shows up on screen.
Groundbreaking.
It's there.
Imagine.
Wow. I know. It's amazing. And
wow, technology.
The room was
based.
I know.
All joking aside, our AV department was amazing. They really
they crushed it.
They did everything they needed.
When the
no feedback during
best
the
department, not
concert
seen because nobody had any complaints.
Good.
Yeah. Like the concert actually went well, but except when the ghosts would fuck with their sound and make the volume dip. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, and then there was the also too, during that charity auction, guess what? You want to know something really groundbreaking that made, Clipper's life so easy for him to just go like bid, all right, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. Oh, 120, going once, going twice, sold to the man for 120. The room, their lights were on. He could see. He can see from the stage and see the audience and hear people.
Wow.
It's amazing when you don't have like the stage lights hook you and blind you. And also have the rest of the room lit. HarmonyCon, they figured that out. They also were able to figure out a camera to have a bird's eye view of the item. And they had spotters that actually did their job. Now, the spotters at Neighcon, they're pretty decent. I mean, they had plushies to use and point. I mean, they were decent.
I was sitting next to a spotter that just used a glow stick he picked up at last night's room party, so that was fun.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, wow, when you can actually see the audience, you can actually see who's bidding. And, he was like straightforward. And I was like, for some of these items, because I kind of like, I tend to really, I'm the kind of guy that can like hype up whatever if people can actually see what they're bidding on. But when the stars align at Mayfair, when I do get people actually, hyped up, then I can like hype up the audience, get everything going. Me and Love, we get everyone to like bid, so much, hundreds of dollars in money for horses for these things. With Clipper, he goes like straight to the point, real calm, real precise, everything like that. He gets it done. It was pretty easy. Besides towards the end where they had to stop because we were going too quick for the payment processors to process money. And it's something about like them adding the items to the sheet and they have their line numbers, then that would have to like register to the system. It was some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, there was some weirdness. Someone ended up getting double charged, and that was a whole
so that's what happened.
Yeah,
but besides that, it was legit. It was just straightforward. It worked. Everything worked. Everything worked out. The auctioneers got to auction and people knew what they were bidding on.
Yep. Groundbreaking stuff.
Yeah,
I made it pretty late to the auction, but I still managed to snatch a banner because they forgot about it and left it up until the end. So, works for me.
Nice. So coming towards the end here, charity auction. I think I did charity auction or during it. Oh, I went to the other 4cc watch party with Toy. That was also a travesty. That was an absolute travesty of what happened. I'm upset.
Honestly,
I hated it.
I didn't look forward to that. I looked at the match results after the fact because I had stuff to do during the actual match. But yeah, we kind of got screwed. So back to the babbies it is.
We're in the babbies.
So
Summer.
Have we
Oh
hit
wait, no.
the
Sunday
uterus
yet?
then.
We're what?
Have we hit Sunday yet? At this con yet?
No. I am talking about Sunday.
We
This
are
is Sunday, right?
still. We are still.
All right, then
post-charity
it's
auction.
coming, isn't it?
We're coming towards the end. Yeah.
Approaching it.
Towards
We
the
are.
end of Neighcon.
And we're just not gonna mention the
What
the
band from?
one
You really
thing-
want to talk
yeah.
about the band from Equestria Daily playthrough? Okay,
Was it really
so-
just a ban from Equestria and people are just blowing it out? Just like random retards on Twitter just blowing it
Okay,
out of the
the
water?
dude was speed running.
I don't give a fuck what
speed.
people on Twitter are saying. Because I'm not on
It's just some
PR.
silly thing.
Yeah,
Because
the thing is,
okay,
I was
like, when
there.
you're actually there, it's like it's Sunday night, everyone's drunk. We have the CRT. We were watching Tamers. There was like a Tamers watch party on the CRT TVs in the penthouse party. And then one of them, it's like, hey, since we got the laptop hooked up to a CRT TV, have you ever wanted to speedrun Banned from Equestria Daily?
It was just
No, they were like legit playing through it, speedrunning it, getting all like the all the
God,
merits.
just the boys being the boys, having a good time.
There's like half of the people are like knocked out, and other people are like minding their own business. I was there. What I was doing, I was playing Twilight Shipwreck Folder on like another table with like a drink after I played cards with like this other like married couple at the other penthouse party. But yeah, I almost won though. But the guy freaking stole my fucking win. Shit.
I just
man.
found it
Fuck that.
like I just found it so funny, and like anybody saying anything about it was like, "Wow, surprise!" The usual suspect, someone that didn't go to the con. They're just grandstanding.
And they're just blowing it up. They weren't there, bro. If you're actually there, it's like, oh, they're playing Banned from Equestria Daily. This is
Oh
fun.
yeah, I knew it because
Look, if you didn't make it to
like,
Neighcon,
oh no.
I'm
Anyways.
sorry. You know,
no,
it's
that
a shame
shows
to miss
what
out
you
on
know
it,
about
but
the fandom.
yeah, don't be sour grapes over it. You know, don't try and
Don't
make
have
the
sour
boys
grapes.
being
Yeah,
boys
they were
having
playing it,
fun.
but was everybody like, oh, Banned from Equestria Daily, and everyone's like huddled around the TV like it was what the NASA like moon launching or moon landing or whatever? No. And people were like fucking half conscious or some shit. It was like chill
Yeah.
hours by the time that I was up there. But yeah, I mean that was it. Then there was but that's like Sunday night, the Sneed back panel. There was the feedback. Some people were like opinionated. Some people said, "Hey, like along the lines of like, can you make the con more convenient for me to have it in my state, please? Can you have it in my state? You know, the transportation and the cost of airline tickets. Oh man, you know, it would be nice if it was over here." Hint, hint,
Bro,
nudge,
it's
nudge.
like, bro,
Oh, you
shut
know
up. There's a
what you
light
can do.
rail right near the hotel.
Yeah, it's like
isn't
shut
there?
the fuck up, dude. I know what
You
you're
got
saying.
light rail transportation from the airport. Most cities do not have that.
Some other things I could try to remember from the feedback panel was, I guess, the food, the parties, the hotel, the accommodations. I don't know, location.
Negative or positive.
It was like a mix of negative and positive. It was mostly a bunch of like positive glazing stuff. You know, people just glazing the con, but like deep down, I was like thinking of, fuck, what was I thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. I can't think back Sunday night. What, I was there? You had to be there or whatever. Or somebody already suggested like the same similar thing that you would have said anyway. Of like, you know, it's nice. I liked that you had water around the con. Can we have like alcohol around the con? Or it's like, you just want like, the moon, you know? They're like suggesting things, you know, would it be nice if like all the elevators worked, or if I had my own concierge to carry my plushie around and hotel staff to give me water bottles. Oh yeah, the fucking water. Yeah, a person suggested, you know, it's nice that we had like water around the con, but it would be nice. Could you have like water bottles that you could hand to people? I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. You have water there. Bring your own damn bottle. Come on.
Bring your own damn bottle.
There was
Yeah,
a table with
free
water
water
dispensers like every 10 steps.
Yeah,
They
and
were
the
very,
thing
they
is,
were very generous with it.
right in the
You
lobby,
could grab
right
like
in the
a
lobby,
cup
you have a
from the.
bottle filling station next to
Just shut,
the
yeah, just shut up and
bathrooms.
drink the Baltimore water.
Yeah,
Exactly.
drink the Baltimore one. Or let's
Delicious.
see, what was another thing? What I guess one person suggested or pointed out that the events were happening during panels that people would have wanted to see. So, like, then the response I would have given is like, well, too bad. It's like you either want to do this or do that. We had a packed schedule. You got to pick one or the other, one over the other.
But
But
it
it's
does
also
feel like
like I do point out, and
Mhm.
another person did point out where it's like your first event at the con is to leave the con for the
yeah,
aquarium.
that's pretty weird.
Yeah. So, and then I think the buffet. I think a person brought up like, would it be nice if we could just always have a buffet? And it's like, yeah, right, buddy. Nah,
Yeah, right. Can't hotel
nah.
staff
But
would
if you
hate
really
that.
want like a buffet style thing, join staff, the hospitality team. I know I keep glazing them, but they really did a good
Oh,
job.
oh, we had
Simple home cooked
sandwiches.
meals. Yeah, the sandwiches too. There were free
Yeah, we
sandwiches
had
at
that
the end of the
Sunday night
con.
sandwiches.
And yeah, I didn't actually make it to the international room in time for sandwiches, but they ended up bringing some up to the staff room party at Penthouse 3 and good
Hey, there
sandwiches.
you go. You still got your sandwiches.
Yeah, yeah. Also had some
Yeah, peanut butter cookies
sandwiches
too, and
made
brownies.
fresh in the Penthouse 3 by our hospitality team and had one very helpfully delivered to me while I was guarding the Mare Gallery.
Oh yes.
It
Oh,
was very
actually,
nice.
the penthouses had full kitchens. That's
Yeah,
why
they
they were
did.
able to like, do that or make like the food that they did. They had like a full stove and oven and everything.
Yeah, and we also had some very skilled cooks that,
Yeah, that you
they
did.
were, I wouldn't call them timely, but their food was worth the wait.
And then, yeah, after the feedback panel of people asking for, to have their cake and eat it too, and then it's like, bro, come on.
No, fuck
This is
on.
this
You're
is a
going to a pony convention.
You're going to the pony convention. This isn't like the fucking Continental or whatever experience. Or it's like things
You're
that's
in
like outside of
Baltimore of all places.
it would be nice if the elevators worked, and it's like, yeah, it would be, but that's not up to the con. Now, really, if anything, there's stuff about internally Neighcon, which I don't know too much about to say anything on, but I don't want to throw people under the bus or expose or anything like that. But there is definitely some feedback to be had internally about Neighcon. That is as much as I can say on the staff side of how that was run. But the con happened. People had a good time. People don't have to know any of that bullshit that went on in the background and everything like that. They were still able to sell out or book the rooms that they promised the hotel, and that's all that matters at the very least. All right. As long as you get the hotel rooms booked, people had a good time. People got their drinks. We got our food, had their fun, got their merch, had their memorabilia, had their memories, able to tell the stories. All in all, yeah, it was pretty solid. It was a solid con. I enjoyed my time.
Yep.
I had a good time. It was like, yeah. I was like pointing out and talking to people that people kind of wanted to have Mayor Fair 1 again. And I'm just saying, the time and the place, the context, everything leading up to Mayor Fair 1. And like it being the first of its kind at the time and everything. It's just you're just not gonna get it. You had to be at Mayor Fair 1 to like have
Stop.
that
Stop.
vibe and
I
experience.
almost being
Nacon was just like
confirmed.
it was a small con. All right.
I mean, if we're making comparisons, I think it's probably fair to say that Merrifair definitely set the. It was kind of establishing a proof of concept. Like this can work if people
No,
are
it can't
interested.
work. And no, because of Mayor Fair. That's why Nacon.
So people are a lot more enthusiastic about the idea of, hey, let's go to this first year con, see how it goes. Like people were determined to have a good time right from the outset. There's a lot less trepidation.
the market leader is definitely the flagship. What is it? Also the market leader, the flagship, the innovator, the new era,
Pioneer.
the
Orlando's
trailblazer,
greatest,
There we go.
best, and pony show, or something like
greatest,
that.
bestest show. And because like a lot of us have gone to these cons, and we're now making our own cons, including people in Mayfair, us. We're putting things that we would want in a con, right? We have these dinners, we have these cons, we have these concerts, we got these, events like, all this plushy stuff, like the tea party and the get togethers and all these other side events and things that you can do, all the parties and all the secret parties and all the smoking area. Now the smoking area is becoming like a legit thing where it's like, hey, we got to have that smoking area. We got to have our cigarettes and cigar meats. And room parties, like more and more of that, more things that we want to have at a con. It's like, heck, we're the people running these now. This is now the new era of pony conventions. And speaking of new era pony conventions, I don't know if there's going to be like a Neighcon 2. That's up to those guys to figure out and sort their shit out. But hey, there's Mayfair 4 coming up to you at August 28th to the 30th in Orlando, Florida.
Something like that.
Right?
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, and also shout outs to another convention that had their table at Neighcon, and that is Nightmare Nights North. Does anybody remember Nightmare Nights?
No, I'm new to this. Please explain.
Okay, so Nightmare Nights was a con in Dallas, but they shut down and had their last con in 2017, which I was there, and I still beat myself up for not buying the fucking Paper Pony Princess Luna Shadow Box that was exclusive to Nightmare Night. That could have been mine. I could have bought it, but I didn't. I was too cheap. But anyway, so they're bringing it back, but under new people, and it's taking place in Wyoming. If I recall correctly.
Lordy.
So, Nightmare Nights, what they're going to do, I think it's going to be 2027, and it's going to take place during Halloween. And their whole pitch is that it is around the period, I think it's like before Halloween or something, but because it's in Wyoming, they were able to book the hotel during that real down off period where it's in between like tourist times to where it's just dead. The hotel is just dead and they just want room, they just want business.
Where the fuck is it in like
100% dessert.
Wyoming?
Spooky.
I don't know. I could try to find their card. Let me see. Do I have their card? Where can I find it? Is it in this pile? Oh my god, I got so much fucking shit. Oh god, I have so much merch. I have so much fucking bullshit. I am almost afraid to like knock something down. Okay, is it amongst these? No, these are stickers. No, these are stickers. Fuck, I am really dropping the ball here. All because I can't find a Fiendship business card. Oh wait, maybe they got an ad. Hold on. Maybe they got an ad in the combo. Hold on. Wait.
Maybe they did.
No, hold on.
That round Luna sticker or just generic Moon Mare sticker, that
well, I got the
really goes
Moon Mare
hard.
sticker, but I don't have their business card. Oh shit, really? Is there really no ad, or was that an ad for artists?
Give me a sec. I might have it.
Okay, there's Mayfair's
Must be
ad.
in somewhere like Jackson, Wyoming.
Somewhere.
I found it. I got it. Nightmare
All
Night
right, what is it?
North, Cody, Wyoming, fall 2027. 3 nights of Mare Frights.
Cody, Wyoming? Say that again?
Cody, Wyoming. That's what it says.
Oh, Odie, Wyoming.
Cody,
However, so here's the deal. The one big draw I would say about Nightmare Nights for this new first year con, if you want to be the guy that says, I was there for the first one, like I was there for the first Neighcon, I was there for the first Mare Fair, you could be there for the first Nightmare Nights North. Their whole pitch, all right, to set them apart, 18 plus yet again, but they were able to convince or book the entire hotel.
Nice.
The whole hotel to ourselves.
So Cody, Wyoming.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my fucking god. They're
going to
Lord.
Or they do. They're going to try, or they did, book the entire hotel. Entirely for the con, entirely for horse fuckers. I mean,
Ye
horse
fucking
I mean,
aw,
horse.
is all I'll say.
That is a
Alright,
very
so
bold approach.
it
I
is
went with the
very
big horse.
bold. So it's like, I don't know how many panels or how many party rooms, or you could just have lobby con, Nightmare Nights lobby con. I don't know
We
how
can do
that's going to
whatever.
work out. I've never seen anything quite that scale. Well, actually, no, I have. But that's only for like giant cons, like MegaCon or Comic Cons or, but those are like convention centers. But like whole hotel. I mean, there's Dragon Con in Atlanta to where that's the entire hotel. But those are huge hotels.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
probably going to be like a small scale hotel, but it's still the whole hotel.
Yeah, it's definitely notable.
That is notable. So maybe watch out for that next year. But that's I think that's it that I got. People say your goodbyes, have your drinks, have your parties. The drinks were pretty good. I got pretty lit. It was nice.
Yeah. I'd say the fancy dinner at the Luna del Sea, that was good. I did enjoy the seafood trio, and also for the record, crab cakes, get them broiled. They're so much better than fried.
I don't remember that.
Chef's kiss.
For me, for cons, I do like these the fancy dinners and meals because it turns out I think like the more and more that I do these cons, I'm just always doing something and out and about. But when I need to eat, it's like I have to leave the con or I have to like go and pay for the overpriced hotel food if the hotel has a restaurant. So having these like internal in con like meal events like dinners or brunches and lunches.
Yeah.
I kind of like this.
In
I
fairness,
like those.
Luna del Sea was outside of the venue, so we had to walk across Baltimore. Or if you were Corp, you just take an Uber. And
You dropped Corp's name. You said Corp was there.
no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Nobody
He's not going to hear the end of it now. You just exposed me.
Nobody tell the journalist. Actually, speaking of journalists, we didn't really have a lot of press, not much recording of panels, but I do hope we at least do see the charity auction in full uploaded because that genuinely was a stellar piece of work by Clipper, a stellar piece of work by the AV team. It went very, very smooth.
It
Especially
did.
for a
That it
first year
did.
con.
Amazing when you can see. You can see
Yep.
with eyes unclouded by hate.
Indeed.
So hopefully Merfair AV can pick something from them or, actually fucking step up because this is the fourth year. Come on. This is going to be the fourth year. Come the fuck on.
Here's hoping.
So I'm going to try to wrap it up here. Well, after we did our Neighcon, we still got a couple of other regular topics to talk about. We got there's a crossover with Air Knights. There is an Air Knight MLP crossover to where you can get like Marified, Ponified characters and tags and skins. Anybody knows Air Knights? It's like a Japanese Chinese gacha game that's like tower defense. And you get to place your waifus to fight the evil balloons or the evil baddies that try to get to the other side of the map.
Why would I spend money on JPEGs drawn by definitely underpaid slave laborers when I could just go to a con and get a commission? Or slave labor, but it would be of my waifu.
No, but they can be in your phone though. This is your weeb Japanese waifus. In fact, I think it's Air Knight that has the human the centaur. The human centaur. Have you seen that chick?
No, I did not. And anyway, characters are better.
Okay, for anybody that knows. What's that character's name? What, Parsha? Oh wait, no, not that's a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card. What is that in my start? Air Knight, what? Gotcha Centaur. Gotcha, what? Yeah, Book of Yogg. Wait, what? This isn't. Oh, Centaur Minerva. Yeah, the human centaur. Instead of horse legs, it's like human legs. She's got 2 pairs of thighs.
Good. I'm
You'll
glad.
know. You'll know. You'll know. You'll see it. You'll see it. You know what I mean when you see it. But anyway, another thing too. Remember last episode we were talking about the MPPPP, the Massive Pony Plush project?
No, I don't, because I wasn't here.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. I've been waiting for this topic.
Well, turns out we got prototypes. Mr. Anon Mare, AV engineer. The pictures are in the topic list channel. Put that up. We got prototypes. We got images. She's real. Look at that. She's so cute. That is very Philly-esque.
Yes.
Now that is a
I'd buy it if it's $20.
Okay, well, she is. What are you talking about?
And
She's
look
like
at that
21
stance.
and change.
Look at how she's already spreading her hind legs for you. That is brilliant.
Oh, bro.
Come on. Oh, brother. This guy stinks. But yeah, she
Yes,
has
genuinely very cute. I like the black heart hooves.
I know she has
I would have
heart
gone with a
hooves.
darker green myself, but they're still very
What are you
cute.
talking about?
I
That's
think they
not-
intend to have it a
Either
dark.
way.
The hoof heart's a darker green.
I can't wait to pick these up.
Same.
I love these. I want these. I want to already take her home.
The superior one. I don't care what people say anymore when they're like,
Got them OGs.
version.
like-
You can't say that in the
1.5.
presence of my V2 Philly. She's still cute.
Well, I have a V2
She is
Philly
still
on my bed
appreciated.
right now. I still love my V2 Philly, but she's a little balding right now.
I got V2 and V1. Not
She's
really prototype.
thinning.
Morty. I think that's yeah, and then time what? 2.5 hours? Yeah, that's a pretty long podcast. The viewers at home probably finished their sandwich or their midnight cereal at this point, listening to us yap about Neighcon. But yeah, I've been your host on hosting on, or it's you guys already know pretty much. If you're in the know, you know who I am. But anyway, let's go down the list of who been joining in and out of this call. We got, starting from the top, we got, should I mention BCS?
BCS was late.
Yeah, she's late. I don't think she's even on. We have whoa, what was your name, Gold? What did you
I went
name
with
it?
Obsinon.
Okay, Obsinon. We have Obsinon. You want to close out Obsinon? Any last words?
Doing ops, staffing a con for the first time, it was really great, and I would definitely do ops for Mayor Fair
Yes.
this year. So
Come to the ops. Come to ops.
Ops is fun. You get to beat people up. I've seen it.
Yes.
all
Hey,
right.
I could do ops for fun. Just give me the ops thing. Just give me the ops shirt and I'll beat people up for you. Who else? Later?
Sure. Hello. Yeah, I was also on ops. It was a really good time. I actually joined day 0 after several months of debating whether or not I actually wanted to make any sort of official commitment, or if I just want to be a fly on the wall and help people. Because I know most of the stuff already at that point. It was good. I think we really knocked it out of the park there.
All right. Can we get Marshmallow
We
or not? Any last words, Marshmallow on?
Yeah. I like conventions. But also, most importantly, I like rarity.
Of course.
And then
We expect you,
Midianon.
despite all that.
Midianon
fucking
fucking
dead.
died. He's asleep. He's a max snooze maxer. And then I've been your host, hosting on I Want to Come Inside Rainbow Dash, as per tradition. And this has been Mare's on the Air, Mare on Air, Mare's on Air, Mare on the Air, Mare's on the Air, Air for Mare, Mare on the Air, Mare on.
Mirror on air, signing out.
See y'all next time.
Okay, and we are rolling the outro as soon as I go deafened.
Now I know that here is where I'll stay. It's horse or die. It's horse or die. It's horse or... Do you know there's nothing you can say to change my mind? To change